Venus.
All right, man.
Venus.
That's what
Little
came
Mina.
through.
The
Beta.
horse is here.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to session 18 of Sands of Doom. For our first session, in completely outside, I think this is going to be the first session completely within the region of the Rust. As you guys are descending upon Kunaten Keep as we come into the start of it. In any case, though, thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry for the delay. We're going to jump into it. Would anyone like to give us a recap? Going once, going twice, and sold to the new Anisetta LaRue, which I'll display the art of if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, nobody say anything. All right, cool. Go on ahead.
I know everybody has thoughts about it.
No, we have to restrain.
I ain't got no
We're
thoughts.
adults.
Muzzles.
We're adults. So, the last time we left off, we were on the Skylark, heading towards Kunaten Keep. Before leaving on the Skylark, Rahima met with Zuma and Ahuatsi and told them of safe places in the desert to aid them on their return trip to Ogrila. Back on the ship, having just finished a conversation, Anisetta and Rahima having just finished a conversation, so Luna kicked open a door, announced she was coming with, and that she's the new third arbiter, before Mara's hand crept out of the door behind, grabbed Zaluna, pulled her into the captain's quarter, not to be seen again. Sorry, I'm going through. We had some contemplations. We had some conversations. We passed the spire. The spire, huge, tall, reaching a mile into the air, as Arano and Rahima spoke of the duties and stresses of an arbiter and wondered if Zaluna was cut out for them. While Anisetta took Rumbolt downstairs in private to have her halo translated by the only person who can translate a Nubian perfectly. The halo revealing to be not a translation of words directly, but more of a feeling that awakened some sort of memory, a vision, a chain latched onto her back, keeping her from the door that behind which was her wife. And then Rumbolt fell over. And as we spoke more, she learned some things that I think will get elucidated on later in the session of potentially her own past and how it relates to everyone else. Rumbolt translated a document known as the Purity of the Pharaoh, gave us a long story.
Sorry.
Of the I'm just kidding. Gave us the long story of it. It gave us a good story and a good view into events of the time. There were scripts on the obelisks around the spire which were transcribed and described things being chained above and below. God, really, really tall sort of spire.
Uh-huh.
No,
like
no, don't take me back. Don't take me back.
No, he said the same phrase in
As above, so
Hellfire.
below, I guess. Anyway, as we approached Kunaten Keep, Captain Alacrity noticed a similar glow about themselves that we had. And as Captain Alacrity took a jab at Arano's jaw and found, hey, you guys are enhanced by Heka the same way I am, but you're naturally enhanced, whereas I experimented. And when we ended off, the Skylark had just landed at Kunaten Keep, A large, armored, and horned figure strode towards us, the consort of the Sultana, leader of the military might of Kirat, the leader of Kunaten Keep, leader of the expedition, and Zaluna's own father, Zavara Palzara. And that is where we left off.
Hey, we'll get to that friendly mug in a second, alright? We gotta get back to the conversation first thing. Am I right?
A conversation?
A conversation, yes. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for the recap. Take the 3 hero points for you, Anisetta, and 2 for everybody else, please.
Yeah.
Oh, Versa, did you get a look at him? Oh, you mean this man?
So, is he like happily married or?
He isn't married at all. He's a consort.
Thank God.
So that's an open relationship?
Let's see.
There's an
It's
open
complicated.
position. There's an open position. A few.
Is he an equal opportunity employer or?
He looks like a good man.
Good aligned. You look at him.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I'm looking at a lawful good paladin. I'm
Yeah,
the expert.
considering your experience with him, yeah, you would
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, considering my expertise on paladins, man is as good as Roshaith was.
Yeah, considering how you play lawful good paladins. Yeah, no, that's pretty on point.
Mm-hmm. That shit is so funny, thinking back on it, that I considered her lawful good. Anyway.
Okay, we jump into it. Okay. So, first things first, we are going to dive into a bit of backtracking. You know, it took the majority of the day into the cresting of sunset for the Skylark to make the for anything happening inside. Like the actual conversations and events that took place in the Skylark did take place. So there was an eventful, but it was uneventful in the way of you weren't attacked by, Gorgoroth, or anything like that. You weren't taken out of the sky or attacked. So it was uneventful in a normal manner. The trip went as planned. No problems with Heka or anything of the like. And so, as we get back to it, let us... To answer your question, Mara, that was before you boarded, because you quite a few hours. If that is something.
I have even more questions than answers now.
If you recall, you helped him on board.
Yes, but from what I heard in the recap, that happened during the flight.
Helping him on board?
No, the conversation. I'm being vague on purpose to not give details away.
Oh, yes.
That's why I DM'd you.
No, it's okay. To keep it as vague as possible, the conversation has not happened as fully yet. You two, nothing's known. Everything is strange. Nobody really knows what's going on. The conversation can still happen as normal. But what is important is that upon you guys taking off and being well and good to the distance of the sky, a few hundred feet above Kirat, or 100 feet above Kirat, I apologize. The Skylark doesn't fly that high. You guys were announced in a new Arbiter of Asmodeus, and the glowing red eyes of her father, and the swirling robes that she had clearly bought or stole from the Grand Bazaar in a rush was none other than Zaluna Zinzara. And immediately Mara grabbed her by the nape and pulled her into the captain's quarters and slammed it shut as she let it out. No, wait, I need to see him. And pointed over towards Arano before the doors would slam shut. As for this beautiful room of which you have pulled her into, the Skylarks captain's quarters is equally a room and a kind of an engineering area. I've showed up before, I can throw it again, but there's a giant pipe in the center of the room, like the where a mast would be per se in the center of a ship. Instead, here it is just jutting through the center, and it's made up of coppers and metals that have been forged, and there's glowing gold between the cracks and the light from the cough flowing through it. You can see there's multiple windows, there's a big chest from Lacquerty, as well as her desk. And you can see that there is a large bed, of which it is clear to you because it's unmade that Zaluna was sleeping on or resting on until making her grand entrance. As you look around in here, you can also smell a little bit of hookah, just kind of like lingering in the air. And you see Zaluna like get up to her feet, whip around at you, Mara, and look at you with like a very sneering, but in the moment, like squint in the eyes, and she's gonna try to scare you.
Oh, that's funny.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, I see the targeting dot.
Let's see how good she is at it.
It'd be really funny if she succeeds.
It's pretty good.
What is that versus? Sorry?
So it's versus your will DC, so it's your will save plus 10, but I believe you have a plus 1 against fear effects, correct?
I do. So actually, it just barely misses. I have a 21.
It's that little bit from your own training, and you realize this would work on somebody, right? You would have this, like, you feel this energy come out from her as the light glows over you, and you feel the magic, and then you recognize it for what it to be, a lie, a farce of what she's throwing up against you. You can see her, like, arm is shaking a little bit, and she's stiffening her spine. She's casting something at the moment.
Uh-huh. I think, Mara would kind of, like, chuckle and, like, put her hand on her shoulder, force her to sit in, like, a nearby chair. Where do you think you learned that from? Don't play with me.
She looks down, then looks up, and then says, KO?
Uh-huh, sure.
Brutes! He brutes really well! Now,
I'm the one that taught you how to use it as energy.
Yes.
Now, what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
No, nothing. I really had to have a conversation with, Arano, and that's the only reason I'm on board. And, you know, with my new duties, I have to be ready and experienced, and I thought, what better way to start off my journey as a arbiter than to get experience now?
Mara definitely, like, points at her. There's sternness in the eyes.
Huh?
You are not an arbiter. You are too young, and you know that. And she still softens a little bit before kind of like crouching to be more eye level with the chair. And you don't have to lie to me. I know Arano is a big reason, but he's not the only reason.
You see her eyes dim from the brimstone red to the gold again. And her eyes kind of look down for just a moment, just to break that eye contact. Before she says, I didn't even get a say in it.
Neither did we, and we tried.
She sheepishly looks towards the door and then says, If all the arbiters vouched for him, maybe that would change it.
I think Mara kind of like... She studies her face for a long moment. And just sighs. Honestly, kid, I don't think it's good enough this time. It's, family matters. You know? It's personal.
Family matters
hurt
very
each
little.
other.
I can't do anything about it. I'm the weakest person in the city, and everyone knows it.
Who's telling you that hogwash?
Ricori.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn him inside out whenever we go home. Not the point. Anyway, you are far from weak. But this is something of a matter of heartbreak. When you trust someone, when you raise someone, for as long as the Sultana raised Arano, to feel that kind of betrayal, like... I don't agree. Let me be clear, I don't agree. But I understand. And I think if you tried to see it from your mother's point of view, you might understand a little too.
I don't have to. She looks up at you indignantly and then says, I'm gonna get my father's point of view on.
Oh, so there's your other reason. You want to talk to your dad.
Everything's been different since he's been gone. Everyone looks at me like I'm either a cactus or a delicate flower on it.
And so you came up with the Arbiter stick to get a little bit of respect, huh?
She looks away and then says, no.
Uh-huh, sure. Listen, I get it. I understand. You're still too young, but...
What does it matter? I'm gonna be an arbiter.
She, like, holds up her hand. But... I'm willing to offer you a chance not to blow your cover here. If, and only if, you promise me that you will listen.
She kind of hears you, and then at the end bit there, kind of tuts. And this kind of leans back a bit and says, I'm listening.
You didn't promise.
She will kind of lean forward and sigh, and then her eyes will flash red, and you'll see a flick in the air as she throws a claw upwards, and you notice it leaves a linger and says, I promise.
I think Mara would, like, wrap her pinky around that finger. Alright, good. A deal's a deal. No take-backsies. It's the Arbiter way. So here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. I will let you keep going with this little Arbiter stick, but from now on, when people ask about your position, you're an Arbiter in training. You will be my apprentice. I'm gonna take that seriously. And so I want you to take it just as seriously. This is your chance. I know lately you felt powerless in the face of everything going on. So I'm gonna give you a chance to fly and show me what you got. You don't get to be an Arbiter without my say-so and KL's say-so. And KL will listen to me. She kind of chuckles at that.
You see, she's trying to hide her smile, like, you know, like excitement, but she's doing very poorly at it.
But you need to listen to me out there. Your life depends on it. I am not coming home and telling the Sultana that her daughter is dead. I'm not going to face Arano and tell him that his sister is dead. Do you hear me on that?
She hears you say that about Arano and the word sister, and her eyes gleam for a moment before she looks towards the window and says, I'm much stronger than anyone ever says. I
know you are.
People go out there all the time and they come back okay. We used to have villages.
One mistake. We did. Look at me. I am an Arbiter. I was always strong, even before I was an Arbiter. And I died out there. I need you to take it seriously, please.
I will.
Alright, good. Second thing, You're getting a fucking earful about this whenever we get back to the city, but right now I need your help.
Oh. She stands up. Gonna. How can I help?
help? My help?
Yes, how can I help?
So, she stands up, kind of like dusts off her knees. Nothing I've said to Arano is gonna make a bit of difference. To him, I'm just a co-worker. We're not really friends, not yet. But you might have a better chance of cheering him up, and I'm tired of seeing that depressed sack of shit on my ship. So, help me out?
She thinks about it and says, he doesn't really get sad, he just gets angry.
Not this time. You'll see what I mean. Come on. And before she, like, reaches for the doorknob, she turns to Zaluna again, points a finger. Arbiter in training.
Arbiter.
And she opens the door and lets her out.
In training. Yes. She, like, thinks... Okay, alright. And she goes, wait. Before you, like, as you open the door already.
Uh-huh.
What exactly am I training on?
Well, martial prowess, for the most thing. That would explain Arano. Tactics. There's a lot that goes into being an arbiter.
Oh, martial prowess. She reaches into her pocket and she pulls out an illegal hand crossbow.
Oh my god.
And then pulls out a vial of poison. You recognize these both from the guy, the human man, John.
John Human.
John Human Man from the market.
The guy who sits weird.
The guy who sits weird.
I'm not even going to ask. Be careful with those. Alright. Well, that's one part of it. That would explain Arano's role here.
Oh, I'm not going to shoot him.
Tactics are going to be another big one. You're going to have to learn how to operate as an arbiter. You're going to have to learn how to arbitrate.
Okay, what's that mean?
You want to be an arbiter. You don't know what arbitrate means.
I know what it means to counsel. I know what it means to talk. I know what it means to listen. I know what it means. What I'm like, I've never gotten to see one of your guy over your shoulder. You don't talk about him that much, and KL doesn't talk at all. So I've just kind of intuited that what you do is you look scary and people follow what you say. And that's what I've kind of learned to do.
For the most part, she shrugs and she nods. Like, for the most part, yeah, that's usually all it takes. But, to start, you have to make a contract with the Bone Devil, back at the church, of which there's only 3. Mine, Malekith. I totally forget the name of KL's right now. Above table.
That's totally fine.
Oh god, what is he even devil of? Did we establish that? I don't think we actually established KL's. Oh man, I'm on the spot now.
It's relatively private. I don't think even that devil talks about it all too much. He's a little slimy bastard.
Yeah, but I mean, I imagine Cora or Mara would know.
Let me go take a look. Let me pull my notes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Because Malekith's the spine, right?
Yes.
Yep. Ribs. He's the rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Which
like
lends itself to.
He's the shackle. Like he's the yeah. He's where you're the spine. You know, a poison tipped tail in the back. He's the rib cage, which comes like forward protects.
Mm-hmm. All right, I can work with that.
Yeah.
Mara kind of like knocks a finger against Malekith's skull. It's just dim right now. So Malekith is considered the spine. I follow a similar cause, so the agreement was mutual between us. He's the tip of the dagger. I am looking for vengeance. It just worked out. You have to have a core faith that you believe in no matter what. When everything else is gone, it's all that you have. Kale is the ribs. He's the forward protector of us all. The third is, well, I don't actually really know. He doesn't talk much.
I think she's the voice.
Has she spoken to you?
Yeah. All through my life.
Oh boy.
Whenever I dream, every once in a while, ages, my birthday, or at other times, she helps me. And I think she's... Oh, maybe she's like the skull. Or maybe she's like the mouth?
And how are you so sure that this is the same devil?
Like every night? Or like every time she speaks to me?
Yes.
It's the same voice.
But have you ever heard the devil speak in person?
No, I've never been inside the church. Not even Mother goes in there. She has once or twice, but she hasn't brought me. But it helped show me where my powers... You've seen my powers? They're Asmodeus bound. So, who would it be but her?
Can Mara recall knowledge on that? To be, like, absolutely sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Kerpow.
You've gotten intensely little information about the last of the three.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that they have done in recent time was pull the devils back in, suddenly. As if they detected the rise of Apepseth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember getting dreams all throughout your life that Malekith sullenly whispered to you how to get cool powers. You don't remember that at all.
Hell, man?
But you do recall someone else speaking to you in dreams. A mysterious voice that has showed up twice in your lifetime.
I think Mara kind of eyes her for a second. Has this voice ever asked you about fate?
Yes. Once.
Arano's not gonna like this. Alright, so
What?
first things first.
She told
Pretty
me to come
sure-
on board.
I'm sure she did. You are not in trouble. You didn't do anything wrong. That is not the devil that you think it is.
You see,
However, we're gonna get answers to that on this trip, so it's good that you came. It's good that you came.
wait, if that's not the devil, then who is? And she like leans forward, and I feel like this is something I've been lied about for I've been lied to. It's ironic. She like
Mara kind of gives her the gesture of like, yeah, now you see where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, the shrug and the open hands of, yep, that's. Congratulations, welcome to the party.
Okay, but if Alacrity knows, I'm gonna get thrown over.
That won't happen.
She's strong.
I'm stronger.
I don't know. I've seen Alacrity do scary things.
Mara just kind of like wordlessly tilts the head at her, as if like, and you haven't seen me do scary things?
She melted somebody with her hands.
Don't worry about it.
Hey.
We made the promise. You are, as of right now, an arbiter in training.
Okay. All right. I won't worry about the man who came into the Ruby Court missing an arm bubbling from caustic acid.
As you shouldn't.
She nods.
I
to
think
herself.
they would probably remove her hands if she did that to you. Anyway, that's not the point. I'm gonna go find my father. You're gonna go find Arano.
But wait.
And
She stops you again. If I'm gonna go talk to people, and if I'm an arbiter in training, I think I should know, the legal stuff.
right, all right. So you don't even know the meaning of the word arbitrate.
I think whenever this happens, And unless this is like a very small conversation, she's trying to get you to reveal everything about the arbiters and like what she should be doing and how legally you can operate in very minute situations, because she feels as though that's the best way that she can lie is if she has all the answers. This could take a while.
Yeah, I think Mara would walk her through the base tenets of arbitration only, as in like, okay, to arbitrate means you're acting as a neutral party to a disagreement between two conflicting sides. You can make a binding judgment, yada yada yada. She would show her one of the missives that Margot gave her and how they work, and probably give her a couple just in case.
Perfect.
Just for, like, it is a last resort for you to use these, but if your life depends on it, or if somebody else's life depends on it, you have my permission.
Got it.
To use them.
Okay.
But as far as like secrets of the church or anything like that, like anything need to know, I don't think she would very much go into detail about those things. It's more so talking about like the day-to-day, how to properly LARP as an arbiter in the day-to-day.
Perfect. I would say that it takes a good amount of time with you, and just for the kayfabe of it, I think whenever you guys leave, unless there was more, I apologize, I interrupt you.
I was just gonna say, like, she would stress that for all intents and purposes, like, she would want Zaluna to be within earshot of Mara at all times anyway. Like, just in case, like, obviously, a squire would be around their knight, right? Like, that kind of situation. If you're learning, you're not gonna learn anything if you run away from me. So don't run away from me.
She would agree. She would nod. She'd take all this in stride. And I think it's about an hour and a half long conversation that you guys have in there, because she is so thorough on it thanks to her upbringing and the missives and the training and the conversations and the what's, the do's, the why's, no. And she shows you what she can do. And eventually you can leave. And whenever you do leave, I think this is about the time of which you guys are passing the center spire. So the situation that happened under the deck with Anisetta had happened. Arano, you kind of split off in this moment. You guys are looking at it. You've heard of the story that was given to you, and you're about halfway through the trip in a good amount of it. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. With that, the doors breach open, and you see Alacrity, who is like holding onto the side of her jaw for a second and being tended to. She goes back up to captain quarters, and she looks towards the both of you and just says, "Arbiters?" And she quickly jumps up to the top, to the helm yet again. And you can see, Arano, how are you looking after the little spat where you learned about the head?
I think this is after he's kind of put like some salve or some liniment on his jaw and is, I think he's fairly neutral in the moment. He's definitely been wary of Alacrity as a agent and as an apprentice of Rashid to begin with, but her naked desire at studying them as specimens just confirms in his head that all the talk of we're out here by ourselves, we'll do what we have to stick together, that's all bullshit. She's one of Rashid's creatures. Like, especially after this last turn of events this past day, while that would normally be, okay, I know how to basically maneuver around her ambitions, has turned into, at any moment she may turn on us, because Rashid has deemed that the fair play. And while that may or may not be true, to him it is. So he's, readying himself for that eventuality. On top of, the disturbing conversation, revelation below, top of being this far out into the Red Waste, just everything.
In that moment,
I would say just he's stern and rigid in his posture and slightly annoyed that this otherwise plain armamented and plain physiqued person has injured him so just as a matter of pride having been critical struck.
Yeah, you got hit for like what, 28 damage for a punch?
22 damage.
Yeah, for a punch. Yeah. You would see as you're sitting there and kind of being lost in thought, thinking about the situation, thinking you might still need to be on guard and whatnot. Suddenly, you are brushed up against and almost slammed into as somebody rushes up and just kind of like shoulder checks you, and you hear Zaluna go, "There you are." Oh! She looks over the side and sees the central spire right there, like couple miles away. Its beauty, this massive thing, the swirling tempest, the shifting sands below it. As she looks at it, and she just goes, "Oh!" and just watches go over. She almost leans too far over the side.
I was gonna say, like almost instinctually, I'm just grabbing at the center bunch in between her shoulder blades of her outfit, just so that she doesn't accidentally tip a little too far over.
And she looks back and looks up at you and says, "Hey, Rano."
Hey.
What'd you go and do that for?
Be more specific.
She gives you a look. Just a squint.
I've done a lot out of character lately because a lot of things have happened. You'll have to be more specific.
Mara, as you begin to approach, and Anisetta on the other side of the deck with Rahima, you hear her say, "Why didn't you say goodbye?"
He sighs. Go ahead.
Sorry. Sorry, I was only going to say something because Adamara mentioned me.
Yeah.
I think Mara hearing Zaluna say that, like, thank God her face is wrapped in bandages, because she literally does, like, the... I'm gonna start walking faster. Ooh, I got somewhere to be.
It immediately caroms off 210 degrees from the direction you were originally heading. Yeah.
Oh, man, I actually have something to do over that way.
Oh, my oven's on fire. I gotta go.
My dog is calling.
Dude, I have to water my cat.
I forgot Toasty.
I gotta go back. I gotta go.
We have to go back.
Speaking of ovens, Mara, I don't know if you need to check anything.
No.
IRL.
Oh, no, I got it during the recap.
Word, heard. All right. Focus.
Lock in.
So, Arano sighs. And then, as Zaluna has come off the railing and is away from potentially falling overboard, he kind of pats out and pleats her robes a little bit. Kind of cocks his head just a little. These are kind of cheap. These from the church.
No.
Okay.
Got it from a guy named John.
Did you steal them? Oh, okay.
He gave me this. She shows you some lethargenic poisons. It's like this yellow Icarus stuff. It's like a nerve agent.
Okay, well, be careful with that.
Oh. I mean, it's not... It doesn't kill.
No, I know, but if you put the wrong person down with it, it takes a while to get them back up.
Yeah, that's the point. She shakes it.
Okay. I didn't say goodbye because there were a great many things that went wrong in a very short period of time. And then it seemed imprudent to head back to the palace.
Imprudent? People are welcome in the palace, even if they're not part of the Ruby Guard.
Yeah, but not if they have pissed off the wielder of the Eternal Flame or openly defied the Vizier twice. One in the court itself and then again in this tower.
I don't think that's why Mother did that.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the question, though. I thought you already knew that. You know everything else. You've got all your fingers in the other pies.
I know you acted without all the information, and you told me and trained me better than that.
I so hope that you never, ever feel the heat of the hate that I do for them.
She looks
I
out.
hope you were never cursed with feeling the flames at your back every single night while you're safe and warm in a bed. And I somehow forgot that. And I somehow forgot that I can't protect you from that if I whip my enemies into a frenzy and they don't play by my rules. I thought lesser of them. I underestimated them. And I won't do it again.
Which part? Underestimating, or...
It is my intention to not expose you to that risk again.
So you would move for peace?
I would free us from the necessity of having to make peace with them.
With power?
Well, what else would I do that with?
Love and lies? Like a good family.
You can see plainly on his face that he wants to say that they are not capable of either of those. But he bites his tongue instead.
In the railing, I imagine, see a mother hugging her son.
Anyway. What are you doing here?
I'm an arbiter in training.
I know that's been the path for a while, but I don't recall seeing that on any of the doors leading down in the church.
Oh. Mara? Mara! I got asked a question I wasn't ready for. Can we go back in the captain quarters?
You're fucking killing me. No, we're in earshot. What?
Oh, you're busy. Oh, I imagine you're over by Ennis.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, she is not approaching. She's giving a wide fucking berth.
Got you.
However, in her veering away, I think a thought would hit her, so she was maybe on the way back to Arano, and then Zeluna calls out, and she's just like, ugh. What did he ask you? What?
So how come there hasn't been any great, like, announcements or any, like, revelry at me becoming the Arbiter's new apprentice?
Because not every apprentice makes it.
That one. She looks at you.
She puts her hands on her hips, and she looks at Arano and then looks at Zeluna. There was actually 15 people in line before I became the Arbiter. And, they're all dead, so... Yeah.
That's why I run.
Mara
Arbiter.
rolls her eyes and, looks at Arano. It's to keep the fucking cover. Just go with it, okay?
Uh-huh.
Besides, I already, contracted you out, so you got a job again. Congrats.
Wait, you took a contract with Mara?
Figuratively.
Oh.
She, points a thumb at Zeluna. Her weapon skills are gonna need work. And, well, Mara just kind of, like, gestures a hand at him. You're free.
That's one way of putting it.
Secondary question, completely unrelated from everything that we're talking about. How old are you?
You're asking this to Arano?
Yeah.
He pauses and thinks for a moment. This winter will be 36. No, 37.
I think Arano would see something click behind Mara's eyes. Above table, Iris. Does
Yes.
Mara know that Arano and Anisetta knew each other as kids? I forget if you said it in front of her or not.
Wait,
She has, I believe.
wait.
She's like made it
say
quite
that.
Has
Sorry, say that
met
again?
when you were younger.
Does Mara know that you guys knew each other as kids?
Well, we didn't
I
know each other.
feel like...
We have met prior.
Well,
Oh.
you know
While
what I
I-
mean.
While I
I
would
know.
consider a 23-year-old a kid,
Oh, I thought the way that Iris described it, you guys were like single digits. That's the impression I was under.
No, she said that long ago they met.
Anisetta was 7 when she was found by the Black Company. We
yes.
met about 13 years ago in a two-sided conflict that very quickly turned three-sided with the inclusion of some undead, and she did some fuck shit.
Yes, I'm just asking if Mara knows that.
I
That's
think
a
you would have
good-
overheard that.
And
Because that was
That's a- I would say you definitely overheard that they have met.
Mm-hmm.
By this point, you would have, at least in passing, heard that they have met prior to this. That this is the second time. Actually, yeah, she said a couple times. Like,
I was about to
that-
say, I'm pretty sure that you
Yeah,
just
okay.
openly talked about it, but I don't know if I don't remember if Mara was like there.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe she has openly said, like, yeah, we met, 4 years ago. Which Arano is now countering that, I assume.
It was only 4 years ago. Okay, that might still be a
to
Oh.
her. It was
Yeah, because she died.
Yes.
Okay.
Angelique was
Her-
dead for 9 years.
Arano has
Potential.
given the timeline of
Potential.
13 years ago.
Okay.
It was the time that they met in a combative situation, and then it was a little over a week ago now that he was like, "Hey, you're
Mhm.
mine." Points.
Points. Yeah.
Points.
Okay. Then I think you would see something behind Mara's eyes kind of click. And she considers the nods. Alright. Thanks. She glances at Zeluna. Stay out of trouble, please.
That was not promised.
I promise I'm gonna throw you over the side if you don't listen.
Okay. How about this? I'll go down below deck and begin arbitrating with the people on board.
Zalona, the thing to say here is that you promise to not get caught.
I promise to not get caught.
Arano?
And he just turns and levels you back a stare.
Hey, you're not just making my job harder. You're making your own job harder. We gotta get her back in one piece.
In order for her to follow through with her promise, she has to be more careful.
As we spoke about in the captain's quarters, thoroughly. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go find my father. Have fun with, reuniting. And, Amaro very awkwardly walks off in search of Rumble.
For sure. Rumbled is, at this point, definitely looking over the side towards the spire, up where Alacrity is. Kind of on the high point, he's like looking over. I think he's on his own, unless you think Rahima, you would be beside him.
With Rumble, I believe she would be.
Yeah.
But like she'll clear off if asked for privacy.
Yeah, you walk up
They
the
were-
steps and you can see Rahima. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that last time they were getting their heads together to do work in translation.
Yes. So as you kind of come by, you hear Rumbold saying, "What was it that the original pharaoh did that was so heinous to Rashin? Oh, Mora, oh my dear." And he kind of holds up his arms.
She would give him a hug.
And
Father, I have questions.
he gives you a squeeze, and he lets sort of, oh, as he like you get close to his hip. But
Oh.
when he does that, he goes to sort of like it's a little bit of a bruise, something like that. He like presses a little bit, and you feel him hug you like the first day you guys met. Like
Oh.
13 years worth of strength have suddenly come back into him.
Oh, a little bit of
Yeah, the Hekka just yeah, and you feel that, and you immediately recognize he's squeezing you harder than usual, but he doesn't seem to be like making any like reason for that or anything like that. He goes, "Oh, sorry, I took a little bit of a tumble earlier."
What? Are you okay?
Oh yes, I must have fell on Clutch's side or something, or a pack. No bruise, I don't think. Little tender.
She narrows her eyes at him because she knows what just happened, but she's gonna let it ride.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Still look dim, my dear.
It'll pass. I have questions. If you have time.
Oh, of course. We were just discussing the original pharaoh's great crime that had him slain, given to Sutek and Anubis. Is it about that?
It is not.
Oh,
But I promise I will let you guys get back to that. It's actually about me.
one of my favorite subjects. I've taught many on.
She kind of like rolls her eyes at that, but you definitely see like she's blushing a bit. Like, please, Dad. So, how long was I dead? Do you know?
I was given a vision in the sands when I was a young boy. I followed it to the Kirat deserts. Before the walls were even built around Kirat, I knew that there was a discovery for me to find, a place of death and worship of it. And I admit by the time that I found it, I was a younger researcher. I did not do the due diligence that I normally would, but the area was dangerous with salt spitters and the like. And so I didn't get much of a guesstimation of the archaeology around that was destroyed. That would have given me a better estimation. But whenever I eventually brought you home and was able to begin a proper documentation, a denotation of your body, you were nearly bereft of all liquid. It was like an embalming, but by the sands themselves, pressed into the ground. It makes it difficult. You do not decompose as normal, you see. If I was to put an age on it, my scholarly guesstimation, no shorter than 50 years to 300 years were you in the sands.
Her eyes go wide at this. 50 to 300. How is that possible?
I believe it had something to do with the object that was lodged in your body. It was dangerous. I did not touch it. It was instead... you know this. Originally you were, to an extent, an exhibit for a while, and in study, the object that was within your body, I believe had some preservation or some ward against the rust or the sands themselves.
She's definitely curious about the object, but chooses like the subject at hand for the current moment. Her hands are shaking a little bit, actually, if anybody's paying attention. So there's no way that... There's no... 50 to 300 years, that's... because of the artifact.
Yes, I admit it feels strange to call my elder my daughter, but I've been ignoring it.
I just choose to ignore it.
I like to think it was like a pause on your age, you know?
I mean... yeah, it makes sense. I definitely don't feel close to 90 to 390.
I don't think you look it either, my dear. Looks at Rahima. Like...
no, you don't look a day over a 300. Sorry, you look great. No, you look great. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Rahima. So then it would be impossible. Okay. Thank you. Back to... She, like, gestures at all of... I assume you guys are studying, like, maps or, like, artifacts or...
yeah, like
hieroglyphs in the land.
Yeah, like, ancient text. She kind of, like, sweeps a hand over all of, like, the area of the table, just... all of this. Good luck with that. I will be back.
Did you hear this from, that Angelique woman?
Hear what?
She asked me a similar question earlier, but not exactly the same. And she looked mortified, as though she had begun to question her existence.
Oh, that is, I did not know that. Mara kind of just takes a breath. I think I've made a mistake. I'm gonna go set the record straight.
Oh, my dear, you could never make a mistake. I always say, I've said this to you, Rahima. My daughter is the one studied exhibit that has taught me a lesson.
Okay, don't make me start crying right now, please. I have to have a serious conversation.
Oh, but I am serious. I assume you make your way away.
I know, and I love you very much, and thank you, but I have to fix this. And she gives him, like, a quick hug around the shoulders before, like, nodding to Rahima. And, she will trot out the door and look for Anisetta.
Yeah. I imagine you'd find Anisetta like leaning against the railing, just kind of looking out at the spire. She looks concerned. She looks contemplative.
Mhm. I think Mara kind of approaches from like a diagonal angle, so she's like in your peripheral. Anisetta,
Yes,
can we speak?
it's actually something I was hoping to do.
She nods and joins her on the next to her on the railing.
Mhm.
So, I have just gotten some pertinent information, and the numbers don't add up.
No, they don't. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So, giant world-ending snake notwithstanding, Lorano is very much alive, and has been alive. You and I are the only ones with questionable deaths for a questionable amount of time.
That's the question.
I asked my father how long he thinks I was in the sands, and he estimated anywhere between 50 to 300 years. For you to have known Arano in your past life, that obviously does not make sense.
No. If the raid where I met my wife is the same raid where I killed your family, that would
Mara-
have been 12 years ago.
Mara shakes her head. It's not possible.
It can't be. Idamara,
Yeah.
can I roll a recall knowledge for her to try to get details, like the same role she tried to make?
Yeah, go for it. With context.
Yes, now with greater context. If this is below a 10 on the die, I'd re-roll it.
You okay?
Okay.
Yes. Your wife, you think just might have been of the same faith. Of the same cloth, maybe. Same, but maybe some distant future, some offshoot, some surviving member of maybe what Mara's family was.
Mm-hmm.
Mara could even be related to Helena, a great grandmother of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember the words of the vizier. The Black Company killed Mara's family. Helena is a part of Mara's people. And you realize through all of this, he never directly said that you yourself killed Mara's family. Only that you were implicated by being a part of them. And it hits you that you have done these things and you likely harmed a distant family member or were involved with doing so in the far-flung future. And you have hurt people. But you do not remember a raid with anything akin to Mara. Just as you couldn't remember before.
I think she kind of you see like a recognition as she kind of looks out and she finally. I think I get it.
Mara nods.
The
So you
company.
came to the same conclusion that I did.
The company killed your family.
Yes. I acted in haste. Without
Fine.
solid evidence. For an arbiter that is shameful. for me, as a person, and as a priestess of Anubis in my last life, it is unforgivable to pass judgment. It's not my place. So Mara just kind of like makes eye contact with Anisetta and dips her head. I'm sorry.
No need. I understand. I recognize that rage grief. I understand it. But for the company to have killed your family, and for you to have been dead for a minimum of 50 years, that is not good.
You're telling me.
That means Garrett Thorne's had mummy rot for minimum of 50, 60 years. That's impossible.
Maybe not. The artifacts that were contained in my temple and temples like mine, well, as you can see, have the power to even bring back people from the dead. Who's to say he didn't get his hands on another one similar?
Perhaps.
For all
must be
intents
why
and
you-
purposes, I have no heart. I should be dead. I'm sure that there are afflictions that my body has that the Heka keeps at bay.
Mhm.
There is still so much we don't know.
No.
But if I can help you find those answers, I will. You've done me no harm. I just wanted to set the record straight.
Thank you. You've actually eased a weight off my mind. I would have hated to have hurt the family of somebody I've come to admire.
Mara kind of gives her like an amused look. Hurt me.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun fight.
You are, yeah. You see her kind of... God, that would be.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I have come to admire you. You're kind. The way that people usually aren't.
She gives her like kind of an incredulous look, like, I put you on the floor for some slimy vizier's like backhanded words. I don't think that's very nice.
Maybe, but you could have walked away from Zeth. That's kind. I've seen you be kind.
Well, I don't know. I guess something just called me.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I resent that now,
Yeah.
because of, oh, do you believe in fate? And she kind of like does a little mocking voice, like. But I can't deny whatever driving force or person or thing out there brought us together. I don't regret it.
No. No, not at all.
This is the closest I've ever been to finding answers. When I began my journey, Kirat was still young. In single digits, actually. Barely even just a roving caravan in the sand.
Hell, I remember when there was no Alkirat.
wish I could say I did. But,
Gotcha.
you know, that's the life of being a museum exhibit.
That sucks.
Actually, it's pretty great being famous.
Fair enough. Hey, real quick. What's the duat?
Her eyes kind of widen at that. You don't know the duat.
I think I know things about it. Probably more than I should, given what Rumble told me my halo says.
Well, it is... How do I explain it? It is a place where the dead go to meet their gods and be judged. It is, for all intents and purposes, a in-between, underneath people's final lives. Or their next lives, depending on who you believed in. But for me, it was the passage between. It was also the destination. It contains the field of reeds. It was the beginning and the end. The river of souls flowed until you couldn't see anymore. The gods lived among men. And it was like nothing I have ever seen before or since. An eternal night. Can you believe that?
She like turns towards you. She's taking all this in. So it's a place you go to get judged, or at least
For
you
some.
walk. I see.
For some, it is the destination. It depends on the gate.
Okay.
There are many different gates, many different doors.
All closed. Field of reeds. Son of a bitch, they closed off the duat.
They?
Learu.
Mara, like, drums her claws against the wood of the ship's railing. I cannot say what the gods aspired to, what they planned.
Alright.
But I do know whatever we're doing here, the ultimate overarching goals of our journey seem to have parallels with the mission of the Aru, the Ennead.
I remember being locked out of the field of reeds.
That may not have been the gate for you. At least... She kind of shakes her head and, like, runs her fingers through her hair. There's not... I don't remember everything from my past life. I need to tell you that before anything. Most of my knowledge at this point is just what I've heard from Rumbolt over the years and patched together with what I know, what seems to be muscle memory, but if I remember correctly, the Field of Reeds is not necessarily where everyone goes. There are different heavens, different hells, different underworlds. faith is real currency in the afterlife. The lack of faith also. If you do not want, if your soul did not ache for the field of reeds, you would never go there. You would never see it. But, yeah, this is all conjecture of an old, retired priestess, so take it with a grain of salt.
I get it, the vow of silence. I get it. Right. Shit. Okay. She kind of like, you know when you like put your fingers like in your eyes, kind of like squeezing your eyes shut, like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of, okay. All right. That's a lot of information to take in.
Sorry. Really quick above table, Idamara.
Mm-hmm.
Would Mara be aware of the hidden place in the Duat?
I believe it would likely be conjecture. Or like,
I think that's how she would use that example, is just like, maybe that's where you guys ended up. I don't know.
Sure, I can say that it would have been something talked about around you.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hidden place is likely something that you would know of.
Okay.
I
just wanted to ask before she uses it as like an example in a sentence.
Sure, that's fine. I would say that it's more of a warning. You know, it's more of a what could be. Obviously, anybody who traveled through the Duat and came back were not anybody that was within your clergy, but there were people who had spoken of it that wrote in the walls, right? Like, those were the things that were talked about. So you'd like to know about it in story, but not in practice.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, though.
I think, yeah, for sure. I think Mara would kind of lean back. Well, this is something that I've only heard of. You would have to ask Rumbold for more. But maybe where you ended up was the hidden place. In the Duat it's a part of the realm absent of any mortals, any gods. There's just nothing.
Yeah. Felt transitory. It felt walking towards a destination and never getting any closer. It's possible. Can I recall knowledge for her to try to get like any memories of her time in the Duat?
Yeah, sure.
Knowledge. If this is below a 10, on the die, I'd reroll it.
It is below a 10.
I will re-roll it, which I seem to be unable to do. Yeah, do you believe in fate?
You can always roll me another one.
Yeah. And then deduct. Okay.
You try to think on it. You try and pull yourself back into that place. Pull yourself, travel there almost in your mind, in your soul to remember it. I'm gonna let you choose. Do you get sick? Or do you pass out?
I think, Mara, you would see Anisetta. Yeah, I'm trying to see what's this.
Uh-oh.
And then she just kind of falls backwards and just lands flat on her back.
Oh shit!
And
I
is
think Mara would
unconscious.
catch her.
Fully unconscious.
Whenever you catch her in your arms in this moment, you feel your hand beginning to burn under her back.
Ow, ow, ow. Why does that burn? What the fuck?
Do you just kind of like lift her up and then move your arm?
Yeah, I think despite the pain, like Mara would move her into kind of like a bridal carry. Is there a doctor in the house?
Of course there is. It'll be okay. As you turn around and begin to take a look, Angelique, you suddenly waken. Anna said immediately you.
Yeah.
And you're in Mara's arms, bridal carry.
Welcome back.
Hi. What the fuck happened?
You passed out.
What's my back burn?
Why does my hand burn?
That's a damn good question. This is the like third time. I think she'd kind of put me.
just like puts her down. Like, okay, all right, jeez.
I think she'd like walk over to the railing and pop her jacket off, and kind of like stretch out her shirt because it's like a tank top. So she kind of like stretches it out so the neck hole kind of goes down, and she kind of, what's back there? What do you see?
Mara would look, kind of like waving her hand like she just touched something hot, like ha ha ha.
You would see smoke but no fire, pouring out like smoldering off of the skin.
But no like scars or markings on the skin.
I believe you do have a tattoo back there, right?
Yes, she has. You would see like around her shoulder blades, she would have two markings of what look like feathers.
And you can see they're smoking.
Your tattoos are smoking?
The centipede?
The feathers.
What feathers?
Mara kind of gives her a look, like, what do you mean, what feathers? They're right here. And she, like, pokes it, like, with a claw.
Ah! Motherfucker. Kinda wish stuff would stop popping up on my damn body. But
I would say that you get used to it, but,
I mean, she's... Do I roll another recall knowledge? I've rolled, like, 3.
No, this is new to
I
you.
also want to recall knowledge.
You can recall knowledge.
Yippee! Yippee! I love knowledge.
Knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
Oh.
Science rules. Sorry.
It does look like the smoke that you've seen Anisetta conjured before in the morning. Traveling together. It just seems to be an involuntary version of this. It goes out very quickly. Like it smolders out in a couple seconds from now. The feathers, though, speak of a lot of things. Feathers can mean anything between thoth, all the way to raw, all the way to the eagle idol that was talked about in Ironhoof story, right? It appearing on her back, that I don't think you would have any inclination on why markings would begin to appear or impressions of it. All that you know is that this person was brought back via the wish of a genie, and that makes things quite complicated for their body. And you're in foreign territory.
Gotcha. Well, it's tough to guess. Maybe something like a byproduct of the wish. But the smoke looked the same as the thing you do in the morning.
Right. See, I figured that was from Yasar, but now I'm starting to think it ain't. It feels the same as the chain. She kind of puts the jacket back on. So I assume there's now just a small thing of smoke leaking out of the collar of her jacket.
It quickly leaves, but yeah, for a moment it's just in there.
Burns like that goddamn chain did.
Chain?
When Rumble read what my halo said, I don't know, it triggered a vision of being chained and held back from the doors, which I imagine lead to the
Ooh.
field of Reed. And my wife was on the other side.
I would like to recall knowledge on that, please.
Yeah, by all means.
If it is a bad roll, I will re-roll.
No, that's very good. Mara, you look at this person and you immediately recognize what's happened. The chain, the wish, might be closer to the same than you're aware of, but the idea of something being pulled away from the Duat, something pulling you out, tethering you, all these images kind of come to your head. But one thing is for certain, in your recognition of creatures and someone else who has been in death before, this person is not back because of some willing power. This person isn't back for anything. You can feel as though this person's soul is trying to go back, and something is chaining them to the world. Something is defying the law of death in this person, and someone has hooked a chain into their soul. They are, for intents of purposes, for Anubis's faith and whatnot, or for the Asmodeus's fate, their soul has become corrupted or chained to one path, and it is restricting it from going on its true path, its true journey. And you do not know how volatile that will be for the soul in the long term. But for every pull, every tug, every chain, every burn into it, you cannot help but wonder how much that will tear at them.
Anisetta, if you're looking at Mara's expression at all during this,
Yeah.
you just see it drop. Like, she looks like she came to a realization that is horrifying. You were wished back.
Yeah?
Your soul rejects the... Oh, boy. She stands up straight and kind of, like, puts her hands on her hips. Anisetta, your soul is rejecting life.
Oh.
You were not brought back willingly, were you?
Oh.
I don't even begin to know the consequences this might have, but the chain, the feathers, these might have consequences the longer that you remain where you shouldn't be. It's keeping you from your true path, your true rest.
You see her almost come to, like, as if she instinctively knew this, but didn't want to. You know what I mean? Like a feeling you can't put a word on, you know? Like, she knew, yeah, I was brought back unwillingly, but didn't, like, know the depth to which you can kind of see her. She's grappling with a lot over the past... This has been a fucked up 2 hours for Anisetta.
Yeah.
And I think she... Yeah, I mean, I didn't... It's... She was
Begin to
son of a bitch.
think of your wife, Anisetta. You begin to think of holding her in your arms when you're unconscious. You begin to think about the love that the two of you had bonded even in death, that you desperately keep peeking into no matter what you can. And then you have this feeling. It's like the spit in your mouth turns to ash and dirt and sand. It's the same sand and dirt that filled your mouth when your throat was slit, when you heard her screams. And you feel that burn in your heart. Here for peace. Here to kill them. Feel it tear you away. But I think in this moment, Anisetta, you look at Mara and you feel that twisting in your body. And you realize that taste, that hate. You don't. In that moment, it's too bright, too powerful, too smoldering to remember what her eyes looked like. To feel as though you could be with her, can't be with her until your job is done, until your work is complete. And when those words race into your mind until your work is complete, they're not your own voice.
Mara, I think you watch Anisetta go on a face journey of, like, realization that she was about to voice, and then turning into grief, and then into disgust, and then into rage. You hear, like, a cracking around the glasses, but it's not the glasses themselves haven't cracked. As she... You saw her. That motherfucker. His wish. He wished me to come back to life until my work was complete. Not to complete my work, until my work was complete. But he didn't know what my work was. I have to kill the Black Company to live, to die, to see her. I don't... What did she look like? I think you watch her hit that same wooziness again, and she collapses. She passes out.
Anisetta, when you pass out, you remember her eyes? They're beautiful.
I think Mara would catch her again.
Mm-hmm. And you feel that smoldering begin to fall through her clothes again.
Mm-hmm.
Mara, you look down and you see this tug of a chain on this poor soul. And you look over the desert you're just flying over.
I think for just a split second, Mara feels indignant, angry at the gods, the Aru, for leaving them to this fate. It feels like abandonment. Just for a second. Until she, snaps back and realizes, I gotta get her to a doctor.
You turn, and yet again, Anisetta, you wake up in bridal carry again.
Alright, okay. I think Mara definitely, gets a tighter hold on Anisetta. Just stay still.
Oh, okay.
It's the second time you've passed out. This is just...
Alright.
let your mind go blank for a bit, okay?
All right.
And sorry for asking. Is Ignis on the ship, or do I need
Ignis-
to find alternative help?
Ignis was helping Alacrity. Ignis has completed that. Ignis can come over and help. You guys repair up to full and be okay.
Fantastic. Mara would definitely like mother hen it a bit, like, no. Make sure there's no burns. Make sure there's like, I'll pay whatever. Just like, please. Like, she passed out twice. It can't be good for the human brain.
Absolutely. A mender of the soul. It's taken care of. Do you wish to have a conversation with anyone else? Or Rahima, you're watching over this, and Orano, you're also seeing the up, down as you're sitting with Zuna.
Dude, that's crazy. The implications are astounding.
Much to think about.
Much to think about. Yeah, I don't think Rahima has anything. I mean, she would be concerned, obviously, like she would come over, but
Sure.
I don't think there'd be any like substantive conversation.
Okay. Anything from Orano or Mara? Any more conversations before we arrive at Kunaten Keep?
I feel so bad because I feel like all I've done is yap, so Mara is just
No, this is perfect.
worried about-
No, this is
I'm extremely happy with how this conversation went. I think everybody is.
same.
Zaluna gets a quick poke to the gut from the blunt end of the javelin that Orano has in his hand. And chastises her and says, I don't care how much Mara's making her swoon. You have to keep an eye on your opponent.
Right, sorry. Ting, 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 ting. She brings out her rapier and starts parrying you. And she will continue practicing with you.
Swoon.
Damn.
Swoon.
Yeah, I kind of have that
You've
effect. on people,
collapsed
what
into
can I
her
say?
arms twice now.
I'm a married woman.
Hey, so am I.
It should be happening to me.
And you're on a ship, on a cruise.
What's a little married WLW on the side, you know?
Dude, what happens on the Skylark stays on the Skylark.
I didn't
On
realize we were
Asmodeus,
on a
dude.
love boat.
Excellent. Then with practice, Rahima, you continuing the notes. You have the conversation that you had with Rumbold. Mara, you make sure Anisette is okay as you guys have poured your souls out to each other and found both of your souls in some manner of tattered. And in that time, we'll have our 15-minute break when we arrive down at Kunaten Keep. Sounds good?
Hell yeah.
Alright, I'll see you soon! And as we return, we find ourselves cresting downwards on a sunset. The sand begins to whip up into the Skylark itself, the brimming Heka piercing through with its light on the various small stitch spots of the Skylark's balloon. You can see that the deck itself has been littered with a bit of rust and sand, and as you descend downwards with a sunset cresting behind you over the horizon, you see Kunaten Keep. Now, I'll show it again if you guys want. But Kunaten Keep is not just what it was before it was abandoned in the Beast Wars. Kunaten Keep is what has become a grand expeditionary hub for almost everyone and anyone in the world who wishes to be a part of Kirat and to explore the Great Pyramid of legend that Rahima has risen. For all of that, ignore the numbers. I've said this before, this is the only good picture I have of this place. This is Kunaten Keep. You would see 1,000, hundreds to 1,000 tents scattered around two plateaus with small walls built in the styles of Kirat, as this was the furthest place that Kirat was able to reach out to in the 10 years in its creation before the Beast Wars cut off the various amounts of water travel, and this place was abandoned. You can see there's a small semi-spiral up towards the center, and then a bridge that goes across to its more hierarching areas. And very top point of it is an Anubian obelisk, which protrudes out of the air like a spike. Now, as you guys descend a few hundred feet away from even a couple of the tents, Alacrity calls for everyone to take hold and restrain before eventually you crest downwards. Making their way out in a small group of let's see, envoys and individuals, of scholars, you would see a few hundred feet away with a loud, jarring shake as you make contact with the cursed dunes, is a very familiar man to, I believe, almost everybody in the party, though this is the first time we're meeting the campaign, as Zavara Palzara smiles up towards you all. His gleaming red eyes, which never leave, are piercing into the sunset night as he looks up with a big fanged smile as he waves up towards you, Arano. Arano, you can see tucked on squatting down beside you to go to surprise her dad is Luna, and she's looking up at you like, did I do it? Did I pop out yet?
I believe we had shared a few words.
You did?
And I had said something to the effect of, well, it's a good thing we have a couple of arbiters with us.
You see he kind of purses the eyebrows a little bit and looks up and says, "You dragged KL out here." And you hear, "No!" As throwing her arms out in both directions, glowing red eyes in the traveler's garb is Zaluna. As she turns around and says, "Hi, Dad!" And you see Zavara's eyes go from the fuck, like a surprise, into a twist, and then a smile, and he goes, "My little lilac, come here." And she jumps off the skylark towards him in the dunes. She doesn't even go for the rope or anything like that. He looks surprised as this is like 20 feet down. And you guys would watch Zavara kind of take a moment, let out a whisper, and you would see his hand begins to go dark into more black. You'd see like the edge of his fingers become claws, and he would kind of make this gesture downwards to follow her trail, and you would see that she begins to almost crest towards him faster, and you would see that she herself also throws out her arms, says something in diabolic, and as this happens, she lands into his arms as this very trained, or perhaps they've done this before on the palace walls, that she would jump off to go see him. Whenever he came home from a battle in the Beast Wars. He grasps onto her and spins her around. You see his cape flows as he does so, and he puts her down and then looks up and says, "Arbiter, already? I don't think that's..." And he looks up towards Mara. I imagine you're up there too.
Oh yeah, she's she's already using the rope to like get down while she just kind of just yeet. And sighs, hands on the hips whenever she hits the sand. In training.
He looks down and says, "I thought you were a bit young." He ruffles her hair, which she hates, immediately, taking off her hood, and says, "Did you even bring water?" She like indignantly pulls out a gallon water skin that she's been carrying on her side and says, there's a caravan, Dad. Nobody brought water. Everybody's having it brought with them. It's like, oh,
I did.
Savara like
3 of them on me.
I did too.
Savara like points over
I
and
also
says,
have water.
I did too.
"Did you consult the fine other members that you were attending with?" He looks over as all of you guys have now descended onto the cursed sands, which immediately, the moment you guys' boots touch the ground, it reaches up and tries to pull you ankle deep, and you have to like wrestle your way towards Zavara and Zaluna. As you guys kind of get close, and you can see him beginning to sink in the sand because he kind of just shuffles a bit in doing so. He looks over towards all of you guys beginning to approach and says, As an arbiter in training, I would think that you would follow the lead of arbiter. He looks over and says, "What's the punishment?" To you.
My brain is, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. For being unprepared on the job. He thinks for a second, tap, tap, tap on his jaw before he goes, "Ah, yes. I know. There's a person here at Kunaten Keep I think you'll get along with quite well. Her name is Mog. Arm wrestle her for me. If you do so, I think the Arbiter will forgive you."
I
Goes over.
Mara's eyes kind of like light up with mischief, and she nods sagely. That sounds fair to me.
Zeluna goes, "I'll do it. I'll beat him." She doesn't even know it's coming. And she like begins to look around suspiciously at all the tents as you see hundreds of people begin to look over at the scar like in wonder. People of all species and sizes all beginning to stare out, all of them with their equipment, weapons gathered in case there was an attack by the rust. And there's plenty of guards from Kirat that are also all adorned with the Seekers of the Sunken Flame symbol, not the Eye of Progress. There is at least 1,000 of Kirat's military here. Half of the trained military is on the Grand Expedition after all. You would see Zavara look over and say, "It's good to have you, Arbiter. We have been sorely lacking in organizational skills. I am not good at paperwork."
I usually leave the paperwork to KL, but I'll make an exception.
Or, if you're not a fan, he looks down at Seluna.
Oh, that's quite the cruel and unusual punishment.
Cruel and unusual desert we reside in. Dad, please. And he looks over and says, "Rahima, it is good
Yes.
to see you."
It's good to see you too.
He kind of comes over. He doesn't do like a come give me a hug thing, but he does like give you like a wave to like come on, like come closer.
Yeah, like
Stand beside
fair
me.
enough. Yeah.
And he'll gesture up towards the Kunaten Keep and he'll say, "From what we've gathered, we got a little bit of information. When we claimed this place in the first caravan, we think that this place once held a font of water."
Oh, that would make sense.
The obelisk speaks of it. I am not as good at translating as you. I'm good at organizing.
Well, I am not as good at translating as Rumbled, so we have that in common.
He'll look around for Hauke, who I imagine's on your shoulder.
Yes.
Give a kind of a scratch and say, "And I am not nearly as good at you as talking to twin-souled people. Considering they're coming tomorrow, I am very happy that you are here."
Yes. I hope that everything goes well. I'm sure it shall.
He'll nod. Did you... When we first met, when you came to the Ruby Court and told me and the Sultana of your discovery, your eyes, they were full of wonder and whimsy, and you seem dour, Rahima.
Rahima sighs. It has been a very, 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 very eventful few days. I suppose I should be more happy, but there have been some very heavy events recently.
He nods. Imagine not a conversation for here. I wanted to delay asking on why you came via the Skylar. I am aware of its cost. She must have wanted you to arrive very dearly.
You are correct.
He looks over towards Anisetta. And you see he says, because of this one. To Rahima.
Because of this one?
Because of this one.
Right. You would be partially correct, I would say.
He thinks on that, nods, and says, I assume I should not. He does the throat cutting.
No. She's definitely very instrumental now to the expedition.
He looks up and sees Rumbolt is slowly coming down. Likely Mara, you're over by the ship helping. And
Yeah.
he says, I have reason to believe that I will not share my insecurities with you. Not here. We should speak in my office at the top of the keep. Will you join me? All of you?
Absolutely.
Cool.
You hear a, oh, Zavara, and you hear Zavara go, old man. And he comes up and grabs him by the hips and lifts him up like a child and gives him
Oh
a
my
spin
God.
and a hug.
Oh no.
You see him go, as he kind of goes around and he goes, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? The key. And a good friend. Puts him down and goes, long have I awaited your arrival, and missed our talks. It is good to see you made it. Thank you, Arano. I trusted you well with his survival.
Gives a definitely more subdued and distant nod than probably expected.
There is no need to be on guard. He kind of begins to poke and prod and come close to you. You see the red lights of his eyes begin to come close to you. What
I
has
would imagine
happened?
that he is perceptive enough to see past.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
And would notice the blanching of color of his armor and the cratered hole where it leads to flesh blackened over with ichorous substance.
Oh, my boy. We should speak. Come. After we're done talking, you can have some time at the saloon. And he will turn around and will wave you guys to come with him. Oh, Captain. Thank you for delivering them safely. And he will flick a couple of coins into the air towards her. The captain will grab it gracefully and give a bow and say, Grand Expeditioner. And Alacrity will continue tending the ship if you guys and all of the scholars want to head into Kunaten Keep. Is there guys anything else you guys want to do at the Skylark before going?
Is Clutch coming with us?
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say clutch.
Clutch is coming with you, don't worry. He got wrangled down.
Came scrambling over the side, climbed down.
You see, as soon as he touches the sand, he and then it comfortably shakes the tail in it.
My baby.
And you guys can go together. You walk between all of the various tents, which are filled with creatures of, some of which, most of them are humans and little, tieflings you've never met, but some of them are strange. Some of them have odd features. Some of them are beastfolk of all shapes and sizes. Some of them are beings of which you've never seen before, larger, smaller still, and it seems like between the 3,000 or so people plus that have come on this expedition, that you can even see just down here in the tents, everyone is secure, everyone is ready, and many of them you immediately recognize have likely thrown in everything in their lot for the chance at this. And a lot of them begin to look over at Rahima and begin to whisper. And Rahima, I imagine you're walking alongside. Zavara says, "You're quite famous here. They wouldn't be here without you."
Well, I guess that does boost my ego.
He smiles and says, "It should. It definitely should. Soon you will be a citizen, and we can have more talks, more convenient."
I have actually just earned my citizenship.
The Sultan is wise. For I had always pushed that for even doing such a thing and bringing it to our attention, to help you on this grand expedition given opportunity, you should have been given citizenry on the spot.
I am happy to tell you more when we are in a more private setting, but we recently did something that the Sultana could definitely tell that we had earned our spot, earned the favor.
Really? You're keeping me in suspense in these lawless stretches of dunes. There's hardly anything to talk about.
I have to keep you entertained.
I'm afraid the lilac's going to do that. He looks towards Zeluna, who's beaming up at her dad. And he will walk alongside. Together, you guys will walk up the spiral. You go through the gates where you can see that there is 20 guards to the gate. All of them bearing the secret song of flame. It's clear to you, Arano, the moment that you've arrived here, nobody here is wearing the Eye of Progress, nobody with Alcarad. It's clear to you that the Seekers of the Sunken Flame have taken over the expedition. They have the ruling here, not Alcarad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes a definitive amount of sense.
Yeah. As you begin to walk up into the main areas, you begin to see a plethora of things. The encamped caravans, this sea of tents beyond you, is full of life and energy. You see blacksmiths working their craft in the open air. You can see people sharing gossip and strategies. People are like mapping out ideas for what to do whenever they get in there, trying to make like concepts of what the Great Pyramid's interior might look like. You can see that there is merchants bartering their wares to the crowds. You can see hundreds of camels all being prepared and equipped for the long journey ahead. And as you guys can move up to the very top, walk along through the gate, up around the perimeter with more dozens of the guards patrolling the around all of the Kunaten keep for any amount of attacks from the rust. It's clear that they have swept away all rust from most of the tents that are close to Kunaten keep that they could, and up on the plateaus itself, they have removed the rust as best as they can. There's a red stain on the ground, but as soon as you get your boots outside and through the gate, you once again have the lackness of not being in difficult terrain. The main street, as you begin to walk up, you can see that there is a spring of clean drinkable water supplies for both the influx of people that was clearly made a long time ago, likely during the Beast Wars or just before the Beast Wars, before this place was defunct, and they've reintroduced and re-put in water for those that need it, that are basically getting here with all the water that it took for them to arrive. There is a non-stop demand for all of the residents here, who you can see that this place clearly had people. This street has like a couple homes. Like there's like 6 people that lived out here and like either squatted or have stayed here since the fall of Kunaten Keep, and like they're now the most popular people in the world. People want to come over to their house. People want to like see things that are in here, and you can see that they're either closed up tighter than ever, or they are happily inviting people in for drinks and food. You can see that there is a jail here, which some people have already been locked up in near the beginning edge of the spiral, and it doesn't take you far on the second spiral of the spiral. It's like the second spin around. You begin to hear the sound of music and dozens of people coming in and out of what is, in the language of Diabolic, the Red Dune Saloon. And there is people, the clinking of coins, the sloshing of drinks, and the laughing of people inside as a beacon of life is out here in the sands from all across the world. Eventually you guys make it to the very top, where there is a long 150-foot long bridge, and you can see that the only people that are allowed through here, through another cadre of a dozen guards, are members of Seekers of the Sunken Flame. Zavara walks through, no problem, he's the leader of the faction after all, and you guys come along with him and see over the bridge before entering a small keep, where there is a beautiful council plaza that has a roof over its head. It's very big. There's lots of chairs. There's lots of researchers and scholars in here. A lot of them immediately stand up, and you recognize, co-workers and faces. Rahima, they all begin to wave towards you and smile, as you begin to enter in, ask you questions on how your journey was. And before long, Zavara has ushered most of them out, and you guys are brought into a conference chamber that has a big map of the journey to Ogrila, as well as the marker for the map. And Zavara has the door closed behind with all of you guys, and you guys have some privacy with him. Now then. What?
When we were on our way up, out in the edges of the tents, were there patrols and guards forming a perimeter out there?
Yes, there is 1,000, half of Al-Kirat's entire military, 1,000 trained soldiers are here. And 500 more militiamen. This place is as guarded as Al-Kirat is at the moment. There is people watching for the rust skeletons. There's people on guard for the people on guard. They're watching the newcomers, these people that don't have any bad ideas,
Okay.
It is this is one of probably one of the more safest areas at the moment, as long as you're not in the sea of tents below, just kind of like moving about people you have no idea.
Well, I meant more like, out at the perimeter of the tents themselves.
Yes,
that was being patrolled.
Yes,
okay, just making sure.
There's like little rivers of guards going to and from, moving around. That's probably why there's a couple people already in jail. All right. He closes the door behind you guys and looks up and says, "What happened? Why have you lost your position? I don't mean to bring down the mood." And you see he pours some clean water into some cups and begins to hand them around.
I did something foolhardy.
Ah. He waves the drink in the hand and says, "That's our way, isn't it?"
Rahima at this point doesn't speak up, but she gives Arano like a dire look, like out of the side of her eye, but she will say nothing.
Would he interpret that as something to not discuss things about, or just her
No,
disapproval?
like as in like a that's not like the whole truth kind of thing. Not a don't discuss it.
About 8 months ago, found and chained Belie the Mountain King's last son, Ironhoof. I wanted to make the Mokhtar mad.
Where did he
Wanted them to
attack?
Run. No attack has been made yet. But Ironhoof did not attack. He sought out parley, wanted to approach with terms of peace. I threw a blade down at his feet and he didn't pick it up. So I clapped him in irons. Among other things that happened recently, we found common cause with a shaman of the desert named Windhowl.
I know that name.
I did not. And she brought us face to face with Belai, burning from within with some magical blazing, burning off his flesh, just being kept by will alone.
That's impossible. I killed him myself.
I think we're being played
You think
by
the city's
Yassar
under attack?
Al-Fajir. I don't know what his game is, but Yassar's playing both sides.
I don't know who that is.
Arano squints. Yassar Al-Fajir?
Yes. You told me this creature's name. Is there some meddler in the court, some friend of the vizier's?
I'm gonna sense motive him.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I would like to as well if I can.
Sure.
I will re-roll if
If
that's under
it's-
10.
Yeah, I'll re-roll if it's under 10 as well.
You two will want to re-roll. Who said you would want to re-roll?
I said I would.
Yep.
Okay.
You're all quite confident. You know, Zavara is a powerful, was the leader of the Beast War for that, but has changed to, in the 10 years, went from being a warlord of Kirat to becoming the one of the leaders of the Sunken Flame, right? He has found his place looking and trying to find secrets and power in the desert, in the same manner of which that many people have. Rahima and Rumbolt and the like. Zavara may have been the leader of the military. Zavara may have participated. It was the one participated in the Beast Wars. You don't think he ever came into contact with Yassar? Yassar just showed up not too long ago. He has a history in Al-Kirat with the nobility. Zavara is not nobility. You guys are pretty confident that he either just never has come into interaction or has not cared to learn about Yassar.
Shocking. Yassar Al-Fajir, the wielder of the Eternal Flame. Sulfuric fellow likes to float and lord himself above others. Just bought the estate across the land bridge overlooking the center. Do you really not know him?
I know of the Eternal Flame. I've heard of it spoken in legends. I did not know it had a wielder.
It does, and this one turns out to be an Ifrit.
Hold on. And he kind of just begins to take a second and kind of begins to peruse something. Is he... Zeba? Is Zeba a name you understand?
Does that name sound familiar to me?
Yeah, roll me a recall knowledge.
Okay.
May I as well?
Yeah.
I'd like to as well.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Mara and Rakima, you both recognize the name Zeba, which is Z-I-B-A. One is a regarded extremely powerful creature of myth. They are a four-horned, or she is a four-horned being of flame. And she is the original wielder of the Eternal. Either the creator or the original wielder of the Eternal Flame has been denoted in hieroglyphs before. She's something between like a demon or something similar. Nobody really knows what she is, but you've heard of that. But you know that she is the creator of the Eternal Flame. It seems like Zavara is jumping to like maybe this is Zeba. Like, I know the original holder of the Eternal Flame. I don't know who Yasar is.
I've not heard that name at court or any intelligence reports.
It's the original.
Yes, she's been in hieroglyphics and such. The four-horned, like demon or elemental or something of myth.
Would anyone know if that flame got like passed down or taken or inherited in some way?
Nobody knows how Yasar got his hand on it.
Interesting.
You see he goes, that's... If the wielder of the Eternal Flame is at Kirat, are we in danger? Should we... I don't think we can cancel the expedition. But should I return? Rahima and Rumbold are necessary. I can organize the forces, ensure this goes well, ensure the researchers and the expeditioners don't eat each other alive. But if Al-Kirat is in danger, I can return.
I think if it's okay, Mara would kind of speak up. I think right now, at least with Yasar, there remains a tentative peace while we work to accomplish our current objective. We've already had attempts made on us before we left. I would hate to see the same happen to you.
I'd like to see him try. He looks over and just kind of looks back in the direction to a window towards Al-Kirat for a second and says, if you wish for me to ignore this slight on my home, I will take your word for it, but I have no idea why a danger in the walls of the city would strip you of your service.
Not to ignore, but I think it's important to maintain the status quo right now. Play the game.
Can't tip the hand too much.
So you enslaved a minotaur. Why not pay your indulgence? The lie has returned. Yes? Does he mean to attack now? Why had he not done so? We have only left for this expedition but a week ago. Were they aware that we were going to leave?
I have to imagine they do. I don't have the full picture right now. I am banking on him having his son and his mate return will help to sway. Ironhoof said that there was a bid to sue for peace. And that the harpies we discovered were gathering red sand to activate, restore, amalgamate a large pile of bodies. I don't know if they were waiting on that. I don't know.
The lie is not the issue here. The lie fights for honor. The Minotaur, the Mokhtar, they fight for honor because they swore to the harpies a long time ago. To their song, to their flock. Have the harpies been entreated with? It is their song of war that pushes us to danger. They were cut down at the knee at the loss of the Mokhtar, in the burning by the vizier.
I have no word on them.
Let them sing then.
But to the point of Yassar, he won't act yet. Zanar's been warned about his treachery. She's also been warned about Rashid.
Is this why she sent
He made
her? A daughter? To me?
Urano hesitates for just a brief moment before she's in training. This is seen as a good teaching experience, from what I gather. I don't have a line on arbiter internal politics.
Never have I tried to sway you from the clutches of the church, and instead to the secrets and mysteries of the desert, child. What has changed your mind now? Or is it because the church is involved? He looks at you, Mara.
Sorry, he looks at who?
You.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I mean, if we're in a good spot to kind of like talk discreetly, this is her father. I don't think Mara would lie to him. Like,
Yeah.
unless Zaluna gives some kind of like, don't tell my dad, please, then she would just be straight up and be like, nah, man, your badass kid snuck onto the ship.
Problem taking the kid.
Zelina looks like she's gonna follow your lead, but she does look a little bit worried that her dad will be mad at her.
Well, such is the part of being a kid. Actions have consequences. Mara kind of rolls her shoulders, tilts her head a bit, glances at Zaluna, and then back at her dad. Well, if we're being honest, it wasn't exactly an expected addition. And she pointedly looks at Zaluna like, I'm gonna make you tell him the truth.
She jumps her dad and like grabs him by like the face, like trying to like bring his head down to her, and she goes, Dad, you have to listen to me. Dad, no, I did it for a good cause. And she looks over towards Arano and says, because of him, I did it because of him.
Don't blame Arano.
Zavara
Like you don't have free will.
tilts the head and then says, because he was removed. She goes, yes. My God. Oh my God. She like sits there for a moment and says, oh, you understand. Okay. Yes. So go on. Can you put him back in the Ruby Guard? And Zavara kind of like looks over at you, Arano.
So Luna, this is This is not how this works.
What? Yeah, it does. You protected the city during the Peace Wars for 10 years. What does it matter?
Salona, remember what we talked about, please.
She pauses.
You know there's more to it than that.
Thousands of others fought in the Beast Wars as well. Not a one of them was foolish enough to do what I did. No one was stuck with so much hate.
I will talk to your mother about the situation when we return from the expedition. He will not die without his blood-stained shirt. She looks down sheepishly.
Arano doesn't crumple to the ground or anything so grand as that, but he definitely deflates. His hand subconsciously wanders up towards the hole in his chest before he arrests it and brings his hands back to his side.
So what happened there, then? Whose fang ran through you?
We fought a great evil, and it struck me down.
He kind of like pulls back a little bit of that. How do you mean?
Arano takes a step forward, holds his hand out for Zev's hand.
He pulls out his arm and lets you take it.
I'll place it on my chest, where he can feel no heartbeat.
You see his red eyes flash. He bares his fangs at it. Ugh. Like tar. How are
Arano
you?
considers his next words carefully.
How are you here, then? Is it like what happened with the Miracle Mara over there?
She chuckles at the word miracle.
There's no mirth, there's no even hint of potential softening of the blow. His eyes go from Zaluna back to Zavar, then to Mara, then back to Zavar. There's nothing there. I died. And a slinking dragon curled on death around me and brought me back. And his eyes flash back to Rahima and Hake, the two when sundered, the wounds that they bear, and then back to Anisetta. The invisible presence hanging over her shoulder. Then to Ignis, the lost little one with a home that isn't there anymore. He comes back to Zavara and says, "We have to make this expedition work. There has to be a way to save all of those who can't move on."
He takes in your words with a bit of mirrored confusion and almost delusion when he says, "Of course the expedition will work. What the hell are we doing here outside of that? You died, and you met a dragon who brought you back in undeath, like the rust skeletons."
I don't know the peculiars of it. My blood flows. I have life, but I have no heart. The tissue has been replaced, and the blood flows, but there's no beat. There's no. Sometimes I feel like I'm not tethered here, like I could drift away in the wind. I don't know what this is.
You're not drifting anywhere. This is why I sought the desert. This place, this world, our wars, There are too many unknowns, too many mysteries. I have not met many who have met death and returned. But there is a will. There is a way. Some strangety. I watched you, trained you, brought you to war, and you survived. The cold gaze you have here is not unknown to me. There is more, Arano. It's not out there, in death. It's here, under our feet, in this place. I don't know what creature brought you back, but you have a chance to change that for everyone else. You should not seek answers. You should seek action.
He has a faraway look in his eyes, but he begins to nod. Lightly, still distantly. That seems to take some steel from these words.
And you were a boy covered in blood. You came to me for revenge. For might and power. You have it. Don't squander it. I am glad to have you with me still. As is my daughter, and as I have no doubt the people around you here do. Am I wrong?
No, you're
Mara
not wrong.
shakes her head.
Yeah, so does Rahima.
If you feel you will drift away, ask them, or me, to tie you down with a rope.
He looks about the room, not really present for a moment. He nods. And kind of takes a half step back just to kind of signify that he's said his piece.
He has your arm still, and he will pull you closer to the table, across, like, to him. He'll look you in the eyes and he'll say, If you miss the beat in your heart so much, we will put it back. Be it wish, or in hell, or some devil.
He kind of, his eyes flutter a little bit at the hell, kind of not trying to give a dismissive sneer, but just he was already loose with his tongue once. He's not willing to argue anymore on that point.
He shakes you for a second before he will let you go and say, "We're not done with you yet, Orono. There's a lot more fight here."
He nods at that. It seems to have been not quite chastised, but the old there's no such pep talk like a military pep talk. And it's just kind of falling back on old habits now. And yes, sir, right away, sir.
Now then, if you're going to turn your graces back in with the Sultana, and turn your eye away from your hatred, you're going to tell me what it is that brought you here in a Skylark. Alacrity has only flown the thing one time, and you trusted it to fly my daughter here.
Well, look at the rest of the crowd here. Just, does anybody else want to kick her on the shin before he regales the tale of at least the first part of those events?
No.
No,
Rahima,
go for it, man.
trust this guy implicitly. Go for it.
Rumbolt was taken. He was kidnapped when we were on the expedition heading out behind you.
Harpies.
Harpies,
Yeah.
Kinku.
He looks away.
Huh?
He went harpies, and you went harpies, and he went, yeah. He
Yeah.
looked out the window.
Harpies, Kinku. Cultists talking about a whispering serpent, and a golem infused with Haka. And he will give the basic rundown of
The journey?
the journey ahead. I don't know that he would mention Apopseth by name,
Other than
but
a scary
simply
serpent?
that it was a monstrous being brought back using the hourglass and a kingdom's worth of Haka.
Where is the hourglass now?
Arano does stiffen at this a little bit. Hidden.
Ah. Even from the vizier's sight.
It's warded.
Mara cringes at that. By his apprentices. But it's with KL. I told him the importance of it.
That's a good buffer. Better make this expedition quick then. Besides, if the hourglass is broken without more Haka, what use is it to him other than study? I am worried of this Yassar. Aniseta, you said your name was?
Yes.
Why not give him the weapon? If he means to give it to us.
Why not give him the what?
The weapon.
It's an old promise. Plus, I don't think you'd be the only people he's given it to.
Fair shake. But I'd rather have it and the other guy have it than just them.
Arano does give a significant look to Zev at that, like, that's what I said.
But if you are confident, Arano said that he can't make it without you.
She nods.
Then it's good that you're here, and he's not.
When did that go through?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I guess I misclicked somewhere and hit sudden charge off my hot bar.
You're okay. You sudden charge Zavara.
Yeah, for the hug. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh.
Alright. He nods and says, "What is your role in this expedition?"
She's a weapon.
She will stake no claim on any of the treasures.
I might need some, but we'll see.
Alright. In that case, you probably don't know the rules of the expedition, do you?
Never been in Kirat before last week, so no.
Well, we just made these up for this one. So, he will
Sure.
put down a parchment and say, "Rahima, I hope you don't mind. I took a little bit of an expansion. But all of you listen up. Here are the rules, and they're sacred. So, the rule I give here will result in immediate exile from Kirat permanently if you break any of these during the expedition. Now, because you have this aniseta, and you have Arano who are civilians, I will have to keep you to it. Mara, you are an arbiter, but you are not a expeditioner by trade, so I believe the rules will still apply to you. This is if anybody comes to you, or changes things, or you are going in there and you don't know what you're doing. So, there are 5 rules. Each group of delvers is assigned a specific section of the pyramid to explore once it is opened. We believe it is going to be so large, it will be divvied up. The mission is to clear assigned areas, eliminate anything within that are dangerous, and collect the valuables you can see. If 2 groups cross paths within the pyramid, the point of the encounter will be a no-crossing zone. Both will retrace their steps and proceed in alternate routes. Sounds fair?
Or nods.
Yeah.
There.
Rule 2. When you are able to extract from the pyramid, all treasure acquired will be auctioned off to the seekers, local merchants, or any interested buyers. Each item going to the highest bidder. At the bidding's end, the total gold is split, with half going to the seekers and the other half divided amongst those that found the treasures. Anyone who fails to disclose or turn in found treasure will forfeit their share of gold and be barred from all future expeditions. I make myself clear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Through the use and luck of having some quite potent alchemists, each participant is going to be issued, including yourselves, unless you decide not to, but a potion of life. It's to be used in emergencies. If you consume it, your 50 gold that it cost will be deducted from your share at the end of the expedition. Lastly, you do not have... It kind of like looks over at you, Rahima. Are you missing, would you say, a talent?
A talent?
Yes. I look around your expeditionary group, who I imagine all wish to dive in. No, you're not going. He looks at Zelina. I do not see any of you that I would register as quiet. He will say, like, politely.
very kind of you to say. No, none of us are very stealthy, I guess you would say.
We've not met any roguish types.
Mara gives like a cheeky shrug. Technically, I've never said a word.
All right. He will kind of shake his head and he'll say, I'll be assigning one to you then.
Thank you.
Look for a, let's see. He begins to pull out applications. And, like, you can see, like,
Just
pictures
has
of people.
applications on deck. He just has resumes in his pocket.
I was about to say some resumes.
He goes,
Can we
his
say some
office.
CVs?
Many people came to the expedition not knowing how many people they would have or only came by themselves. This person came by themselves. Here we are. They'll do. Mantel Darsk. Find them at the saloon. I hear they're a drinker. Alright.
Oh, joy.
Mantel Darsk
Yeah.
was the name? Damn.
Did his parents hate him?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder he drinks.
Alright. And last rule. Last two rules. For one, word of senior seekers absolute. That means you, Rahima, of this group. You are a senior seeker in this case. Your word within the pyramid's absolute. If I hear that Mantel or somewhere else disobeys your orders, they are banished. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I promise I won't let this powder get to my head.
You should let it. You're the one that rose the pyramid.
That is true.
At the end of each daily delve, you, Rahima, will be required to submit a detailed report on everything that you've done, the performance of Mantel. I imagine you'll be too kind to your friends here for me to care about their reports. And details of the areas you explored and recommendations on whether the team should be remaining in the same section or be reassigned. Deal?
You wouldn't be able to keep me from taking notes, so that's a very amenable deal.
You like them? I made these rules up from your suggestions.
Yes, I think you did a very good job. Thank you.
Excellent. Did Master Zakaro reach Kirat? He's the one in charge of the auctions.
Yes, he did.
Good.
Yes.
When the treasure is returned to Kirat for biddings, he is responsible for that.
Mhm.
All right. He leans back and says, if that's everything, I have a lot of paperwork to go through, more resumes, more assignments, more the like. But now that we know that you're here, tomorrow we'll head towards the pyramid. It's a 3-day journey, and we'll need to take a stop within Ogrila to gain the permissions to do so with the entreaty.
Of course. Sounds good.
We have made...
I have a question.
by all means.
What are you defining as treasure?
Whatever Rahima says is treasure.
Generally, treasure I would count as anything that holds significant monetary value.
There you go.
Rana just kind of not quite growls, not quite grumbles.
Listen,
Brambles.
if someone else finds something that you want from the pyramid, you'll be able to bid for it at the auction. So, lastly, the Metangian. You ever met a Metangian? They're the Ogrilan chief of the area of Ankara.
I have met Metangian, but I don't think anyone else here has.
Very well.
No.
They wanted to meet with you personally. I believe their word was challenging.
As in the words that they were saying was challenging, or they said challenging?
I'm not great on...
Fair enough. I will figure it out. Thank you.
Was it Makram?
No. It was, Something about the displacement of a lot of creatures upset them greatly.
How long ago was this?
3 days ago.
Yeah.
The pyramid rose a week ago, so I don't think they're impressed with you rising a giant pyramid out of their jungle.
I do have to admit, I have been really avoiding talking to them since then, yes. So that does track. Yep.
Well, unfortunately, we're going to be brought to them.
Yep. That does make sense.
If that's everything, I'm going to have a very long conversation with my daughter. I can go with you guys if you want. Some company at the saloon. I can, I'm good at drinking water.
No, it's so Luna, I think you should stay here. I think you and Dad, your father should have a talk.
You were so excited to see him. You should spend some time with him.
But I'm an arbiter in training now. I have to get some experience out there.
And arbiters still have to answer to higher powers. This is a good lesson in that.
Mara.
He's not wrong.
Mara.
Still not wrong.
You hear poof as a stack of papers is put in front of her on the desk. Okay. I'll see you guys later.
Goodbye.
Gonna do great. Proud of you.
See ya, kid.
Yes, you'll do great, Sweaty. She like looks up indignant at him and he goes, I told you you'd sweat in the desert. She like tries to pat her head like to like wipe it away. She hasn't been out here anywhere this hot before. She's doing her best, okay? All right. And you guys walking back across the bridge are returned.
I guess. Let's say, yeah, I guess we're going to the Red Dune Saloon.
Hey, it rhymes.
Me.
It rhymes.
Dude, salute.
The Red Dune Saloon.
My Red Dune Saloon.
All right. Well, crossing the bridge and
My goon.
my goon.
I said it to myself. My goon.
You guys look over the thousands of people waiting in tents below.
Please, Robin. Yeah, sorry. We're just we're a little punchy.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. And
Business.
and you didn't bring Zaluna with you, so I'll get rid of her.
Oh my god.
Fucking killer.
My God! No, don't kill Zeluna.
Let's see.
Get back to your cubicle.
There we go.
Okay, we're loading. There we go. It took its time, but we got there.
It's a little bit dark, but you guys have really good light vision, so I'm okay with it. You see some guards patrolling the streets, you know, just walking past you. And Rumbolt, I'm gonna say, is with all the scholars, if that's okay. I don't know you guys are gonna bring him on a bender.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
All right, sounds good.
Grandpa needs to go drinking too.
And the Pharaoh
Grandpa
said,
let Grandpa drink.
He
It
just
didn't end
busted
well.
his hip today. Alcohol.
Ooh, we are choppy. What is going on here?
Yeah, this is a little.
"Copy."
Not
got-
usually.
Yeah,
Wedding
Foundry's having
train.
some FPS issues.
Well, it's a big map.
Anytime we move, it is not
Huh.
good.
All right.
That.
Yeah, I go from 240 FPS when I'm standing still to about 15 when I move.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, as you approach, you see crossed arms in front of the saloon where you'd hear music coming in. Hold on a sec. I'll get it. I promise. I'll get it. Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Waiting.
Yeah.
This guy looks awesome.
Oh, I can see all the people inside.
Oh,
Creepy.
let's go. It's, one of them.
You
one
can
of them
see
cannies.
that there is a Ken cube standing outside with a big harpoon spear, staring at you guys as you guys begin to approach. You good, Mara?
I'm so sorry.
I
I can
obliterated
see
him.
the tokens inside in this.
Oh yeah. No, they're
While
fucking.
you were out getting girlfriends. I was studying.
She's awesome. You'll get to that. Okay.
Badass.
But yeah, you begin to walk forward, and you see the Kenku kind of watching you, and people are coming to and fro, like tons of people. So like, there's even more people that are on this map. As you begin to go by, Mara, you hear, "Psst. Hey," from this guy.
What the hell?
Hey.
What?
You going on the expedition?
Who was asking?
Cuck.
You
Bro,
are lying
bro,
to me.
You have,
Itamara, you're wrong.
you have to
You're
elongate those O's.
That is not your name.
I'm sorry. Mara just like her head cocks back like you just slapped her. I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Can I wanna... Hi.
No, hold on.
Hi, Itamara.
One sec.
Hi.
If there's supposed to be a character name, there ain't one.
Is he not gonna? It's just gonna make me not. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why it's not
I
letting
think
me
you're
talk
gonna
to him.
do the public as character.
Yep. One sec.
Yup,
Dude,
yup,
that's-
yup, yeah. Awesome. Yay!
All right. Hands on the table, cards on the table, above table. I couldn't change his name from the book. Okay.
No, you're right. You're right.
Cards on the table. I didn't want to change this one. Okay, this is the one I kept.
I need... I'm sense motivating this man.
He goes, "Hey, you on the expedition? Name's Cuck."
Sense
No.
motivating.
Your
We're
name.
here for the scenery.
Did your parents hate you?
I didn't have
I'm
parents.
sense-
I chose
I'm
this name.
sense motivating him. I'm sense motivating him. That can't be his name.
Not be true.
Angelique.
Yeah.
Another mystery of the world, and the horrors of the world is revealed to you that this man chose the name Cuck for himself.
That is crazy.
That's...
I named myself after my favorite bird, cuckoos.
That's not even.
Okay. No,
That's still not. That's not even how you.
Yeah, sure.
That's
Okay.
not.
No. Come here. So, I'm up here. If you're trying to find stuff for the expedition down below, you're gonna find them way below. You went over the bridge. That means you've got good money. I'm selling the best items out there from across the entire world that I have collected. Okay, all right.
You can't be whispering that like that while you're in a corner.
No.
And your name is Cock.
Now listen to me.
Over here.
He's got the battle cog station.
now listen
dude.
to
He's
me.
got the seating area. He's got
My
really
Cock corner.
Listen.
Selling things in my coat.
Listen to me. I've got a ring of invisibility. I've got a staff of murder. I've got the rod of resurrection. And I got a belt of giant intelligence.
Wait.
These are very phallic.
The stuff with murder is phallic to you?
Well, the rod,
All right.
the staff.
You know what? Let me see what you got there, Cuck.
Sure. You know what? Show me, Cuck.
Which one do you want to see?
Let me come
Yes.
into your Cuck corner over here. Let me see what you got.
He put a ring. And he you see he pulls out
wow.
this small golden ring. And he goes,
Mhm.
"This right here, this is the ring of invisibility."
Mm-hmm.
I would like.
This man's
I
trying to
see
hot
this
wife.
ring isn't magical literally at all.
Give me a identify magic, or do you have read aura?
I have detect magic.
Sure. You can do a, and yes, it is magical.
Oh, okay. Wow.
He goes, "You wanna buy it?"
Like some proof it actually does turn you invisible.
It can go invisible.
The
The
ring,
ring
is
can
invisible.
go invisible.
He puts it away. So there is the staff of murder, which you seemed very interested in. He pulls out a big old staff with a crow on the end of it.
What's it do?
You want to buy it or
Because
not?
Crows, it's a murder. I understand.
You want to buy it or not?
What does it do?
What does it do?
He looks at you and just goes, "Whatever you need it to."
I'm gonna demoralize this guy.
This is what the fuck?
It's time to intimidate this
Go for it.
motherfucker.
Go for it.
Whatever I needed. Is it just?
It has a
is it
crow
just-
on the top.
I'm gonna
Murder
reroll
of
that.
crows.
I get that. I'm just. What does it do?
So that's a
stick.
critical success, and he goes, ah! The crow goes, ah! And then he points it at Mara in fear, and you would see 16 crows appear around Mara all across your body and just perch and go, ah!
Okay, so that's what it does.
It's actually pretty.
They're right there.
You good? Do you need?
Do you have a refractory
like,
period
what?
before you show us the next product?
I'm gonna
You have like an inhaler you need to.
I'm gonna gently remove the crows from me because I fear judgment from this Corvidian individual over here.
You see the Kenku
I actually.
look over just kind of like curiously and also go, ah. like the crows do.
Anisetta just like walks up and like holds out her hands for the crows.
Yeah, they come hang out.
Like- Yeah, there you go.
So,
yeah.
if you're not interested, you could just tell me and I'd leave you alone. Cuck's honor.
Never said
There's
that
no
again.
way. There's no way.
Cock's
There's
honor.
no
I'll leave
way.
you
Yeah,
alone.
let me in. I need to get in this.
Open the door. Open the.
The Kenku kind of looks over and says, in a word, what you want?
To go in. Get me away from the cut corner, please.
He goes, no fighting.
No fighting. Scout's honor.
Cock's honor.
You hear him go in his voice, Cuck's honor. In the voice of Cuck. And then he just kind of gives you a blink, and then the door opens. And he'll like push open the swing for you.
Oh, God.
And music fills
No.
the cacophony inside as you see a lot of people
God, there's a lot of people.
in here. You would
Then we
see
got poker tables?
it is filled with people playing card games, people playing there's a spinny thing they put a marble in. You guys recognize people playing Golem. You can hear that there's whispers in the back in the very distant. You can hear Sentry being played. You see that there's two tables for Sentry, which is to say one of them is filled with a group of explorers, travelers, and the like that are being run by a woman who is putting down the marble that's spinning around. And you can see on the other side is an old lady who's staring with a 1,000-yard stare, does not have any people playing with her, which is weird because the rest of the place is full of people. You would see that there is a person who is playing music in the corner. They have this stark white hair. They have pinks and whites on, and they are playing and they are strumming an instrument, and it sounds like a piano for some reason.
Whoa, that's kind of advanced. That's crazy.
That's
Their
tech.
enchanted lute is a tack piano.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
There's a ton of people in here serving absolute cunt.
There really is.
Dude,
Yeah,
for real.
Like, can we talk?
As you look around, you see the expeditioners. Like, these are people that were able to pay their way up here. You can see that these are tons of people that all have it. And behind the table is an 8-foot-tall Uruxi lizardfolk. She looks over towards you guys entering, and
Yo.
she
It's
goes,
so cool.
she goes, hey, welcome in. Want to swipe a drink?
Yes,
I'm gonna
please.
swipe a date.
Let's say I'm about to
God.
plant myself right here.
I
Like,
would
excuse
love
me,
a drink.
excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
I love a damn.
You hear someone sniffs you as you go by, Mara, and you look and you see the plague doctor beside you is like looking at you up and down, and then just kind of nods to himself that you're good.
Oh hell no! You better keep that beak to yourself, Mister. I meant your.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me.
You see Sandswipe walk to the side, and you see there's three women here in the corner who are all kind of like leaning back, and they're all having drinks. They're having what appears to be a bunch of like fried pieces of flesh that are all like popping in and being like chips. It's akin to like pork rinds or something like that, and having drinks together and having conversation. As you walk by, Sandswipe swings over and says, what you want? Welcome to the Red Dune Saloon. It had a better name once, but then I took it over.
What was its old name?
Gilded Scorpion.
Oh.
Didn't like it. I'm scared of scorpions.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's your
That's understandable.
now.
Yeah, they abandoned it after, the whole Beast Force thing. But I've been managing it ever since. It's been really, really dead for like 10 years. And now it's suddenly the most impactful place that I've ever seen. So, what can I get you? You looking for water? Or are you looking for something that dehydrates you?
Well, we do have business, but if you guys want to have a drink, I don't mind.
I'm looking for something that dehydrates.
Oh, sorry. Name's Sandswipe.
Oh, nice to meet you, Sandswipe. I'm Rahima.
Nice to meet you, Sandswipe.
You see she turns over and just like a big long arm and grabs a bottle of water and says, "That'll be 5 gold."
Ooh. I ain't got the money for that. My bad.
I might. Hold on.
Bro.
Did I put all my money in the stash?
I'm sorry, what's the name of the saloon?
Red Dune Saloon.
Right, okay.
That's what I wrote.
Well, I thought I had money. Pretty sure I did. But...
I have money. I don't worry. I got it.
I got 2 gold.
I thought I still had like around 20 gold left, but
You guys did
I got
use up the
15.
last of it. At the very end. And Rahima, you just take the coin, take out some coins and hand over 5 gold? Okay, she hands you it's a big little small barrel of water. It'll be enough for like the whole night. She goes, keep it close. And hey, any extras, you can put it out on the expedition tomorrow.
This is true.
You let me know of any questions. I've learned all these people's names.
In that case, we are looking for a man named Mentel Darsk. We said that he would be here. Or we were told that he would be here.
You hear, shit. Beside you. And, Rahima, do you look down?
Yep.
You see she's got her hand in your pocket, rummaging for the rest of your gold, as you see this person look up at you and just go, present.
Oh, hi!
Winning.
She just kind of like, I guess you're my group, aren't you?
Yep.
Man. And she like looks back and takes a drink and says, who else? Or is it just the 3 of you?
no, we have
No,
more.
yes.
We got more.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. And she like looks towards her 2 friends and says, I guess not going with you guys. And they both shrug and they go, you hear the one beside go, I don't know what you're complaining about. And then they like gesture over at Hauke. And Mantel kind of leans forward and says, what do you mean? And someone goes, that's Rahima, the one who rose the pyramid. Mantel like squints at you, Rahima, hand mid pickpocketing you, and just pulls her hand out and says, nice to meet you. We got off on the wrong foot. And she stands up.
I mean, if the other 2
Can-
want to come too, I mean.
Can Mara seek if she actually successfully stole anything?
Let me make the check. Hold on. I'll do it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, is there like a like I don't know anticipatory roll that I have to make?
So
Or
she
is it
makes
just,
a
like...
steal, and then if it works,
Ah,
I
right.
got you.
I see.
We're looking at Yeah, that's it. She definitely did.
Yeah.
She could have. She chooses not to now that she knows that who you are.
Okay.
I see.
I was
I
supposed to
feel
say.
the coin purse slide back into my pocket.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah, she
I was
pats
gonna say,
it on the hip.
Mara's very much like standing there menacingly.
Hey, no harm, no foul, right? I mean, we're teammates. It would have been sharing. If anything,
Sure.
it's proof.
that's-
It's a proof of my talent.
No, I mean, fair enough. You did get it by me.
Do you guys need me like now, or is this a going tomorrow thing?
Seem to be going tomorrow, don't we? With the everybody else, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Tomorrow.
Kind of nods, and Santab goes, "You're Rahima's Sunseeker." Phew, well, the back's full, but you're welcome to go back there.
The back.
Yeah. The
Oh, what's in the back?
Oh, that's the big table. Where, the private table.
Oh, I see.
That's where the big spenders and the big people are.
Well, you know what? It would be nice to at least get to look.
More.
By all means.
Is it left door or right door?
Up this door up here.
I see.
In the time, Melodyne, who has introduced themselves to you, Arana, is like leaning over towards you while playing and just goes, "Oh, hello, is this your first time here?" Hello?
What gave it away?
Oh, you look like you're from Kirat.
I am.
It looks beautiful. I saw it in the distance when I traveled. I wasn't allowed inside, unfortunately. But, and she like leans and like kind of comes closer to you as you begin to look away so that you can hear better, and just says, "I'm going on the expedition for, well, love. What about you?"
Oh my god.
See, my husband, well, and my wife, they both have mummy rot. They are suffering dearly, and it's said that within the pyramid there is something that can heal all wounds. Like a miracle. Have you heard of it?
Mara cringes.
You're friends with Rahima Sunseeker, right? You may have heard something? It's for my wife and my husband.
Is this person's hands, are they clearly visible?
They're
on this,
playing.
on this instrument?
They're playing,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I think Arana, like, turns and looks several times, letting silence be the non-answer. Just letting them offer whatever information they have, because they seem to want to talk.
Yes, yes. I have water if you need it. Are you parched? Oh, Rahima Sunseeker. As you kind of come
Yeah,
by.
I assume the latter half of this conversation, yeah.
He goes, "Oh, thank goodness you're here. That means that the expedition is underway, right?"
Yes, it should, tomorrow.
Well, I wanted to ask, have you heard of something that can heal all wounds? My husband and my wife, they're dreadfully sick with mummy rot, and I'm hoping to get back to them with it in time.
Is there like a specific relic that I've heard of, or would this be just like there are things in the pyramid and artifacts, something like that could be in there?
She hasn't given you a description, but that sounds pretty lofty, but you can roll me a recon knowledge.
Right.
Bro, there's a whole 72-inch flat screen TV in there.
Can I roll a sense motive? I want to see if she's lying.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just something's
Arana just assumes she is.
Yeah.
No, Angelique, she's being truthful. She's here
Was it below
playing.
10? If it's a below 10, if I'd re-roll it.
It's not below 10.
Okay.
She looks like she's like desperate. She's singing. She looks out of her element. She looks like she's without friends. You feel like she probably only her family that she's like left behind to come on this expedition. She seems incredibly naive. Incredibly naive to be.
Yeah.
But
This is an act.
she's looking for anyone to tell her of it, to give her confirmation that she didn't come out here for nothing.
For nothing. I see.
Rahima, I mean, are you looking for a thing in particular, or would you say that, like, you've heard of things that have cured mummy rot before?
I imagine I have heard of things that have cured mummy rot before.
Of course,
If there's
life bane, like you remember you cured mummy rot with it. What do you mean in the pyramid in particular?
Yeah. Any particular relics or artifacts I may have heard of?
I mean, the Pharaoh's Ankh can cure anything.
Yeah.
Like it's said that he is deathless and has the Ankh of life that, you know, was likely buried with him. Like that, it's like the Pharaoh's well-guarded treasure. It's like the only thing that you know that cures everything.
Right, yeah. Rahima makes kind of a ooh face, like, oh boy, and she'll go, I mean, there could be. We don't know everything that is in there. I don't know really of any particular.
Oh, just a chance is enough. Thank you. I came all this way and I just really I need a miracle of some kind.
Well, I wish you good luck. Perhaps I remember life bane, like it literally like burns like whatever life you have in you, like to cure what you have, correct?
Yeah, for Zuma it was a 50-50 between killing them or not.
Yeah, exactly. So I imagine like a regular ass person that would be disastrous.
Very.
Right, yeah, then she won't suggest it. Well, I wish you good luck.
Thank you. I hope your group does great too.
Thank you.
And she will go, kind of retreat to the corner and continue playing for the saloon.
Rahima will open the door unless anyone else has stuff they wish to say.
No?
You hear, and that's when I saw it. The greatest creature of the lands I've ever seen. A dark force that wandered through around the spire. And as you enter in, you hear a bustling of people inside. You see Alacrity playing at the table. As you turn the corner, Rahima, you see a little creature in the corner, just sitting down, playing with webs. And you recognize, like, their head and their big old eyes. They, like, blink at you. There is quite a few creatures here. There's quite a few creatures here. So you would see Alacrity playing. You would see a man who's chronicling seemingly everything that this guy says. Which, sorry, I gotta get his art up. Hold on. And that's when I saw it. A powerful creature of the wastes, just below the spire. It's just like the legend said. They're true. Ah! Yes, jolly good show. You see a golden masked creature sitting down with a boar's head over it.
I know. I see Versa.
With a bow, playing quietly, knocking on the table whenever they want to call or bet. You would see a hooded figure in the corner, completely covered in webbed gills and an indigo and blue pattern throughout their body and glowing blue eyes. You would see that there is, in fact, a crocodilian person. There is, in fact, a Sebek sitting at the table with a big helmet on and a hood over it. You would see that they have no weapons. They're kind of just sitting there, arms tucked, and a big pelt over their back. And you would see them look up, And whenever they meet eyes with the rest of you kind of walking in, they look at you, Mara, you look at them, and you would recognize Sook.
Yay! So happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mara kind of just stops short and is just like wide-eyed. Like, that's... what the fuck are you doing here?
You would see Sook look up at you at this, and then kind of like let out a little bit of a trill as a gator does, you know, like a little that like rumbles the table before that kind of snaps the jaws open and goes, Mara, my old friend, how good it is to see you arrive. And with company. 300 years at least.
Oh shit. She is at a complete loss for words. That's a big number that he just said.
It is as you said, Alacrity. That is Arana, and Rahima, and Anaseta. My friend, we are in the middle of a hand. But... And you see he reaches into a pocket and he pulls out a jewel, a like sapphire, and he puts it onto the table and says, please, give this to Sand. A round of water to parch our throats. I wish for privacy. You would see this man kind of reach forward and go, oh, I bet. He will take it and he'll go, come on, everyone. And you would see all of them respect this. You would see, yes, Jolly is in need of a poop. And he will stand up. Alacrity will nod.
Way of saying it.
And will come over.
Oh.
And you would see this man and the golden masked boar folk come over too. Was that Arano?
I was trying to decide if I was gonna.
Ask Alacrity why she was selling our business to everybody.
Oh, Alacrity kind of smiles as she gets up and says, and just says to you, Arano, you have the nicest of friends. You see this little guy in the corner looking up at you all.
I love that little guy.
Can I show his art?
Yeah, show me.
Water guy?
I like his little web.
You like him?
He's cute.
He's cute.
The only
He's an cute old man.
yeah, I was only trying to be careful because he's the cutest spider folk I've ever seen. He
There was also another woman over by the bar, I think, or a femme presenting person that had looked like 6 eyes.
yes,
Yeah, multiple eyes.
You would see this creature just get up using the wall to do so, and then would just kind of go over to go get a drink. And they close the door behind them.
We should have let the old man stay. Would have been chill.
He'd have been cool. He'd have been chill. He'd have been
He's
cool.
a chill guy.
With that, you would see Sook kind of sit down, and he would look around and would say, I don't believe we have met. I am Sook, one of the last of the Sebek of the desert.
Have I met many Sebek, Adamira?
I don't know if you've ever met a Sebek. They're incredibly rare crocodilian folk.
I have actually.
Oh, I am so
but
sorry.
That was only like a it was only like a like tidbit in my notes, my backstory.
Yeah, could you send me the little thing? This might be him.
I think I have.
Oh, hell no. No.
Yeah.
That's all that I have in my backstory notes. That's all we discussed about it.
I would say that your You have not met this one.
Okay, I see.
But you see he looks around and he says, I know you have come to the pyramid in a bid for riches and power, or perhaps mysteries and answers. And for others, and he looks over towards you, Anisetta, unbidden.
Came to the pyramid unbidden.
Mhm.
Says. I'm not quite sure what he means by that.
Without being told to
I know, but
by Yasar.
true.
He might be.
yeah.
He might be a knower.
Ah,
He
I
He's a
see.
bull Noah.
he
He's a Paul knower.
looks over and you hear the snout kind of like snort just for a second as he looks around and just says, tell me of your friends, Mara, and I know you, great riser of the pyramid.
I think Mara would like clap a hand on his shoulder, like making sure he's even real to begin with.
Oh yes, it is a fortress. That's all croc muscle.
All croc, yeah. Before like gesturing at her friends, starting with Anisetta. Well, you seem to know a thing or two about Anisetta here. Really good gunslinger. She actually has the Grimfire. Shockingly enough. We're both in search of the Blood Company.
Ah, and you have learned of your killers.
Yes.
He nods.
Gestures to Rahima. Did he seem to recognize Rahima? I'm sorry, I missed that
He
bit.
seems to know Rahima a lot in like reputation.
legend?
Yeah.
Like secondhand.
Gotcha.
I see.
Well, after my reawakening, I pretty much grew up with Rahima here. And the bird. Just kind of gives like a dour look to Hauke, but it's lighthearted. It's like funny. Her other half, Hauke.
Hello.
And then
Hello.
Oh, this is saying hello.
I am Sook.
It's nice to meet you, Sook. I've met others of your kind before, but I have not met you.
There is but two of us left.
is Mara aware of that? That there's so few left?
I think that's probably news to you.
She definitely looks at him like shocked. Only two. How did that happen?
Time, distance, the will of the sands, the Black Company. Fate seems to have designs. It is unfortunate, but there is a chance for us yet.
I'll do whatever I can to help. You know that.
Yes. I hope so.
She nods with finality, then gestures to Arano. This is Arano. We worked closely together in Kirat for many years.
You reek of death.
Mara kind of gives him a deadpan look. I reek of death.
You reek of the gift, too. He does not.
Well,
Oh,
I
just
had
kinda
the
like-
misfortune of...
Just kind of like
You know.
clacks his teeth together, just as a mild like.
I recognize a Watcher. You are good at your diligence. I am sorry, your language is new. It is good to meet you. But I have a question for you. All of you. I was hoping to see you.
Motherfucker. If he asks if we believe in fucking fate.
If you wouldn't mind, new friends, I'd like your opinion on an important matter. He looks around. Yeah.
Of course.
In your darkest hour, when all seems lost and death whispers in your ear, say that a devil or an angel offers you salvation. Do you take the weapon to vanquish your foes? The magical amulet to protect yourself and your loved one? Or the spell, powerful and grand, yet unknown?
Personally, I think in a dire time such as that, I would take something more sure. I would take an amulet that would protect me and my loved ones.
Is that all of your decision?
I think in a past life I'd have said weapon. Knowing what I know now, I'd also take the amulet.
The sword. I won't hide and keep those safe around me and let the world burn.
Looks up at you, Mar.
I am so sorry. I tripped over my headphone cable. I did not hear the question. I just got done fixing the wreckage of my dad.
I got you.
No!
I won't go through his voice and all that because it took him a while, but it's in your darkest hour, when all seems lost and death whispers in your ear, say that an angel or a devil would offer you salvation. Do you take the weapon to vanquish your enemies, the magical amulet to protect you and your loved ones, or the spell, powerful and grand but unknown?
I think she would take the amulet.
Sook nods, looks towards the three of you that spoke of the amulet, and says, "A good choice. But is it best? One who only thinks of survival will be shackled and controlled by the whims of your enemy. What kind of future is it, where you fear the day your shield will shatter? Tread carefully. No shield lasts forever." He whips his head towards Arano. "You are correct. Those who become distracted by the chaos of the world can seldom see the truth laid bare before them. A weapon can save more than a shield can protect, and the difference between fate and chance is always knowledge. Remember, and you will always conquer where others perish." He lets out a little thrust from, like a little gurgle from the croc. "Thank you, all of you. Your opinions are valued."
Of course.
You would see the door opens, and you'd hear the entire party come kind of rush back in, all having a drink in hand and the like. And you would see that the old man just kind of comes and sits back in the corner. The chronicler sits over here. You would see this guy come over. Rahima, you've taken the table, right?
I
you'd see it
have,
as-
but
This figure comes over, but you would see as Alacrity comes in, the golden masked figure with the boar head kind of looks over at you as you're sat down, and they gesture for you to keep sitting.
oh, if you're sure, I don't want to take your spot. I only sat while we were talking.
And then Rahima Sunseeker told the creature to leave. She was of great importance. Yes. You hear whispering just beside you.
I'm having flashbacks, man.
Yes.
Flashbacks to Volo.
Good.
You don't want this.
You'd see the gold mask creature kind of gives like a small bow, gestures to the money in front of the cards where they were playing, and they take the money. And they will turn. As they begin to walk away, they hear
I have my seat, but you ain't playing with my money.
Oh, of course.
the man goes, and boss, the creature walked off, ready to hunt Rahima down and her twin spirits at a later date. Surely within the pyramid. Surely.
Right.
The person puts down the feather inkwell. Alacrity sits down with a new drink of water. You would see this figure over here kind of sits down and says, I hope you didn't peek at my cards, did you? He looks up at you, Anisetta.
Nope.
I'm not in trouble, no?
Why?
Huh?
I don't fucking know. I didn't look at your cards.
I'm just making sure you're not a rat.
I'm not playing. I didn't look.
Alright, yeah, you're right. Did he look?
So
Points,
if you were playing, you would look.
points at
Of
Suk.
course. Did he look?
Did
no.
he look?
Did he look?
No.
Idemir, did he?
No.
Okay. No, he didn't look.
Hey, hold out your hand.
She kind of squints at him, then holds out her left hand.
Sorry, I'm having a good night. I want to show you something.
Sure.
He like looks left, looks right. You see he like has your hands cupped. He places his hands over your hand, his palm downwards, and you see that the blue glow changed to indigo. You see he does something strange where there's a flow of lights through his body, and then you feel a cold sensation in your hands. He then like blinks at you with a smile and says, "Thanks for the truth."
The what?
The truth.
True.
You told me the truth. And he walks, he like turns away back to the game. Do you look at your hands?
Yeah, I look at my hands.
Cold, pure teal blue, the prettiest water you've seen.
Huh. That is really.
It almost seems too pure and clean to be in your hands.
Yeah. Out of everybody's hands. She kind of wants to drink it.
Yeah, you go for it.
She's gonna drink it.
All right.
She drinks it.
It is delicious and the coldest and most refreshing water you've had, probably in since you've been alive.
Wow. Man, thank you.
All right, Jolie, let's get back to the game. And you would see this cat-like person, who I don't think any of you guys have ever seen a person like this before, leans forward, kind of begins to flip out the cards. And with that, if you guys want, we can come back next week for you guys to play some card games. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
I'm good. Card games.
All
Card
right.
games. And I said I love those.
If Anisette is not playing, Rahima will ask for your help to play because she does not know how to play card games. You're going to have to keep this.
She would accept, but the moment she sits at the table, she's That is rescinded.
You're at the high table. I'm kind of worried for you.
No, I'm good. No, Rahima will be. Rahima will be. No, Halkay can play. Halkay can play, but Rahima can't.
All right. I have all the card games ready to go and all the things like Century and Bounder and all that super fun. I'll teach you guys how to play them either like at the session. They're really not that hard to learn. This one here though is a bit rough because this is actual like it's called Golem. It's poker. So it's tougher to do in it's tougher to do on dice, but you can do it with dice. But in any case, I appreciate you guys so much for playing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would continue on. I know we went a little bit we started a bit late. That's why I went a little bit longer than usual. I hope you guys didn't mind.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But yeah. All right. Well, congrats on making it to Kunaten Keep. I hope you're enjoying the saloon. I didn't want to fling you guys out of Kunaten Keep. I want you guys to have one cool night, you know?
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
It's fun.
All right. I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Say bye, stream.
Bye,
Stream.
stream. Goodbye.